Hey yo, friends! Hey yo, Boko! Hey ZA, yes, you're first this week. Krieger's reign of terror has finally ended. I guess, never mind. What is that? Such a mess. Hello, friends! How's everybody doing tonight? It is Thursday night. It is our second to last Thursday night together. Probably not forever, but has like a, recurring thing anyway. I'll start with that. I've said it quite a lot on stream. I'm sorry. Hey, hello if you're watching on YouTube, and you must be so tired of hearing about scheduled shit when you really don't care since you're just watching this. But let me real quick say it again. We will be changing this time slot. I've been streaming on late Thursday nights since I started. This will end. We've got 2 more of these to go. So tonight we're on for 3 hours, and then next week we'll be on for 3 hours again, same time. And after that we'll just stop the Thursday streams altogether, and instead do a Sunday early evening stream. So same hours as Tuesday, 9 to half past midnight France time. What's on the agenda? Next Tuesday will be special! Very special. We'll be playing 14 for once. We'll be doing the 16 crossover event together. I'm excited about that. We'll see how it goes. This will be my first time streaming 14. Interestingly, even though it's one of the... Actually, I don't know if it's all that true lately. I was gonna say it's probably the Final Fantasy I spend the most time on per week. I don't think that's true at all, and it hasn't been for a few weeks now. But anyway, never mind that. It is, a huge part of my life, so I'm happy to start sharing it with you guys. Yeah, I said it. A Final Fantasy game is a huge part of my life. Like, what? You couldn't guess? Of course it is. Anyway, right. So next Tuesday, Final Fantasy 14, 16 crossover event. It'll be fun! Next Thursday, we're back to Rebirth. Next Sunday, so not this Sunday, but the one after that, we'll have our first, new time slot thing. Try it out. We'll be playing Ever Crisis, and then we'll move the Always Rebirth to Tuesdays. And Sunday will be rotation between the 3 versions of 7, unless we do crazy ass shit like whatever. The 16 DLC is gonna come out at some point. We'll do that on stream. Anyway, enough about schedule. Let's talk video games. Who cares about video games? Let's talk Final Fantasy. So we finally went back to OG. Hello, sis. Thank you for being here, my sister. You are the absolute best. I have the best family, and I do not deserve you guys. We went back to OG. I kind of hope that we'll have time to talk about it tonight while we're playing Rebirth, because there was a lot going on there, including stuff that surprised me, that I did not remember. Krieger didn't remember it either, so at least I don't feel too bad about it. It's been a while since either of us played OG, let's be honest. But still, yeah, I'd like to kind of go over what happened and, comparison with the Rebirth. Less so in, my usual lore story kind of thing, but more like... Anyway, we'll see if we have time. I do expect a lot of cutscenes tonight, unlike last week where we all needed side content, but we'll see how that goes. But we'll start with some mini-games just for UZA. I'm sorry, I actually hesitated to do the card game off-stream when I did all the other shit that I do off-stream. But then I decided against it. It's just, I love this game and, fuck it. So we'll start with a bit of card playing and then we'll move on with the main story. At least a little bit. Alright, well, we are in the game. What's happening? So, we left Midgar, right? The gang left Midgar. We are going after Sephiroth because apparently he thinks the world belongs to him and his mom. Weird, but we need to stop the motherfucker. And kind of our only clue, which is mostly just Cloud saying that he thinks it's a good idea, is there are all those people, I've been calling them the reunion people, they've been around since Remake, and actually, we saw last Tuesday that there was already one of them in OG7. I had no recollection of that whatsoever, but anyway, you all might remember Marco from Remake, the Cloud's neighbor. So there are folks who are Mako junkies, is the derogatory term for it, for them. They are addicted to Mako, and apparently they're all discarded soldier candidates or ex-soldiers who are now, addicted to the fucking thing. And they all seem to be, converging in the same direction. They'll have a tattoo with a number on it, which very much, it screams Ojo shit. Like one of the gang has a number tattooed on the fucking shoulder, and it's my boy Red, and he's obviously, unfortunately, been a one of Ojo's, people that he experimented on. Anyway, those people have been headed to this town called Junon, so we followed them there. And Junon is essentially, you know, very much like Midgar. You can kind of like see a pattern there where Shinra kind of does the same thing. It used to be a thriving fishing city in the center of a republic. And then there was a war, Shinra won, and they built a whole new thing on top of what used to be Junon that is now kind of like decrepit and not great. That's where we're at right now. We've just reached under Junon, and on top of us is this massive fucking Shinra city with a huge intercontinental cannon, essentially, like a fucking ICBM shit. But we'll see all that tonight, I expect. We've just been going around town gathering intel. We figured that the reunion people, which again, our main objective is to follow them so we can get to Sephiroth, are headed west, I believe it was, anyway, towards the sea. So Red was like, you know, they'll need to cross the sea at some point, so let's inquire about that. And apparently there's something going on in the upper Junon, but that's about it. Again, right after we're done with the card, after the card game, we will get the gang back together in the inn and, you know, chat a bit. Maybe Tifa and Cloud can work their shit out. I don't know, I hope so. My friends, let's fucking go. Alright. I really like looking at the, so on my, like, feedback screen, I have my live subtitle translation thing in French. It's really interesting to see some of the things. I do like the fact that the swearing in there, like let's fucking go, was live translated to allons-y putain, which is, you know, a very good translation for let's fucking go. But on YouTube it's always more like, you know, alors allons-y. Anyway, this is under Junon, and this is our opponent. No, stick around, Isabel. We're here, girl.
You're not looking to throw down, are you? Sorry, but I was just about to leave port. Oh, name's Isabel, by the way. Was looking for a challenge, but failed miserably. Since this place was a total bust, I figured I ought to try my luck elsewhere. Although, maybe you can put up a decent fight.
I sure can, Isabel.
One round of QB before I set sail?
Hell yes, sailor! I really like Isabel's style. She has more fucking rings than I do. Oh shit, that's what I should have done, is checked my deck out and stuff. Let's just wing it. I'm sure we'll do alright. Alright! Excuse me, y'all. It's been a while, I need to remember how things work. We want to mulligan the expensive cards for the early game. All of them. I think that's a mistake I made before, is not tossing all of them away. Alright, what do we got? Raise the power, this is nice, that's what we want to start by. I kind of thought while I was playing QB that I could talk with you guys about what I wanted to talk about with regards to OG and stuff. And I realize now that was completely ridiculous to expect that. No, affected dies by 2 while this card doesn't play. Let's buff. Oh, I can't put it there. Wait, why can't I put it there? I do have a pawn there. I'm confused, but let's just do that and hope we can get a really strong card in the middle lane. Yeah, I'm never gonna manage to actually talk about something interesting or, you know, like complicated in the slightest bit while playing QB, but that's alright, that's alright. I really hope they make a live, you know, like card game version of this. Actually, I should not hope for that. I should hope for a fan-made version of this shit, right? Oh, this could be really interesting. Let's try that. Alright. Is there any way we can win the top row? Or should we just, you know, give up on it and move with the... I need a free power. Huh. Which I could get with my Alpha Dunk. But that would require me to get... Nice. Apart from winning the top row, this is completely useless as a move. But then again, middle one's pretty much safe. I kind of want to get the... Nah, fuck it, that'll work. I'm sorry, ZA. You know, the sad thing is that I feel like every time I do minigames, you know, kind of like... You're there. Well, you're always there because you're the best. But you know what I'm saying is that, like, Numax and Reshenf like me doing minigames. And it's never when they're there that I actually do minigames in game. It's always when you're there and... nice, just for fun, I can kill this god. Oh, that was not... Yeah, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. No! Look at this! We lost the last row because of my hubris. We're still winning the game, you know, hands down, but that'll teach me, that'll teach me. Could have just taken the win, no drama, but there I wanted to kill a card before I did, and then I lost the last row because of that. There's a lesson to be had there, people, don't be like me. Ooh, Shiva. When played, spawn diamond dust of power 2, 4, or 6 in empty position. I have no idea what that means, but...
Damn. You took the wind right out of my sails. And here I was thinking my ship was unsinkable. Happy to be proven wrong, though. Especially by a real pro. Glad we could get that match in before I moved on. With all that pent-up frustration, I wouldn't have been able to think or sail straight. Thanks for clearing my head. I'm gonna stick around a bit longer. Just enough to swab the deck once more.
Thank you, ZA. I love you. I love having you on my stream. Damn, that was really heavy-handed with the sailing metaphors there, wasn't it? Alright. Can I say, you know, it's funny because I feel like I'm such a fanboy. Every time I think of something even remotely negative about, oh shit, I wanted to move my face around. This is not my rebirth position because you guys can't see the minimap. But then I also realized that I don't really like... I used to have it there. And that means you guys don't see the side dialogue, which I think is a shame. So let's try bottom left. Hey, Krieger! Welcome! Welcome, friend. You just missed... I was playing, you know, the card game, like the new card game. That's literally the only thing we've done so far. And now we're gonna move with the main story. Oh shit, you've seen it. Yes! I was just telling ZA that I hesitated to do the card game like off stream when I did all the materia and you know, battle simulations and stuff, and then I didn't. exactly. And I was telling her, you know, the sad thing is that she's always here when I do the mini games, and then Reshenf and Numax always miss them. And then they're here when I do main story, which is what ZA likes the most, you know, like just bad timing. But honestly, like I won first try. It wasn't that long, ZA. It was alright. Alright, but now let's gather the gang and see what we're gonna do about Junon and following the weird people, you know, towards the sea, wherever the fuck they're headed.
Hello there.
Hi.
Room for one.
Help!
Oh shit.
Somebody please! Help!
I bet.
Anybody, please!
Yeah, Cloud, run. You usually run when you want to help people that are shouting.
You're some kind of fighter, aren't you?
Yes, I am,
That
sir.
was Priscilla. And from the sound of it, she needs a tough guy like you to lend a hand.
Alright, Priscilla!
We gotta go! Now! There's a monster attacking the boat!
Let's see what's fighting today.
This way! Down here!
We're coming, Priscilla!
Quickly! Please! Help!
Look who it is! You guys! We know her!
Anybody! Help!
That wasn't an OG, was it? Krieger? That's new. Uh-oh.
Go away! I taste terrible!
Is he faking it? Oh. That was an OG.
Grab his
Oh no! The dolphin!
Hey, Shinra's most wanted. Get rid of that thing.
Say what?
Barret, focus.
Get its attention. On it. Come on.
Alright, you piece of shit. You dissed both Yuffie and the dolphin. I'ma fuck you up. But first I'ma assess you to kind of understand you.
I got your number.
Terror of the Deep, huh? Who named you that? Did you name yourself that? Alright. A monstrous aquatic creature that lives off the coast of Junon. It possesses a buoyancy, I can't pronounce that word. I do know what it means. It means that it floats. It possesses a buoyancy that allows it to swim at high speeds through both the water and air. It ingests seawater and then expels it with explosive force to stun prey. Inflicting enough damage on its head while it's in the water will pressure it and cause it to take to the air. Attacking the water cells it creates will pop them. Is that a good or a bad thing? And it doesn't like lightning. Alright.
Sorry.
Oh, nice. I still hit it. That's alright. Motherfucker.
About damn time. Back on the lift.
I don't like not having regen yet. I use that shit a lot. What are you doing, man? Jump up! Alright. Yeah. I love it. Alright. So I do realize I literally use that excuse every single time, but it's actually true. It's that I've been playing Remake again off stream, and the gameplay is just different enough to like really mess with my head, if that makes any sense. Like switching back and forth between the two is rough. Oops, what did I even do? Oh no. That's alright.
What now?
Okay, don't stand on top of Cloud! What are you doing? Oh shit, it's like attracting me. Alright, we're good. That was good, yo.
It's on you.
There was something about, yeah, doing damage to its head, right?
Got it.
Nice.
Couldn't have gone any better.
Oh, no, not Tifa! Wait.
Hang on.
Jesus, sorry, Barret. I didn't realize you were stuck, bro. What are you talking about, the Rope of Magic? Look, who needs magic?
Let me handle this.
Nice. Is it Leviathan? No, but it's very much a smaller, you know, it looks like a Leviathan, what do you call it? Offspring, doesn't it? But it's just, you know, generic sea monster number 27. As far as I know, anyway. The, you know, like the lore we get in-game does not link it directly to Leviathan. Also, I already have the, oh shit. I already have the Leviathan, summoning materia, so I doubt we'll actually get any Leviathan lore in Rebirth, but I might be wrong, So the beginning of this fight trigger was It's too bad that you missed it actually, because I like your. I'm pretty sure, but you let me know. So we were in the inn, and sorry, give me just 1 sec. We were in the inn. I love those animations so goddamn much. Hold on, let me just fuck his shit up, and then I'll give you a quick rundown of what happened. Alright, if you don't mind, real quick. Yeah, it's a boss. So what happened was, we were at the inn, and then we heard a girl, cry for help, so we ran out. The girl was Priscilla, that's all we... Actually, if you... Like, last week we'd seen some people under Junon. She's a popular girl around here. That's all we know about her so far. And then there was Yuffie on a rowboat, getting attacked by this monster, and being all like, help, help! And then there was a dolphin, and apparently Priscilla knows the dolphin, because you might remember Priscilla and the dolphin from OG, but, Priscilla was like, Yuffie, like, grab the fin! And she grabbed the fin of the dolphin got Yuffie to shore, and then the mayor of Under Junon was like, yo, Shinra most wanted, go deal with that shit, and that's why we just killed this boss, if that makes any sense. But yeah, the really interesting thing is that Yuffie shows up now, and second thing is that Priscilla seems to know her, which is interesting. Also, I'm dubious about her calling out for help like that. This does not sound like the Yuffie we met in the DLC. And also, I don't know, man, what were you doing? Also, y'all remember how I was all weird about I really wanted to do the Yuffie DLC before moving on with Rebirth? Well, there it's a lot better that we know who this character is, right? I was right? That's all. My timeline makes so much sense. My timeline, my schedule. It's really important that you all come to my stream on 14 next week. All right, let's see what's up.
Oh no, you don't.
Nice. When did he put his sword back on the... Oh!
Nice work.
Let's check on that girl. Come on.
You guys see that?
don't think she's
Look! They're friends!
Help over here.
Uh-oh. Never mind, Yuffie's dead. We don't really need to do the DLC.
Maybe someone should go find a doctor? There's no time.
I'm sorry, I know this is horrible, but y'all know me, right? We're gonna go explore... Okay, never mind, there's an invisible wall. Let's go help Yuffie out. Look! I fucking love the dynamic between the dolphin and Cloud, like... Cloud wanted to make the kill shot, the dolphin kind of goes like... And then they actually understood each other? Does Cloud speak dolphin fluently?
There's no time.
And he was a lot more friendly to the dolphin than he is to other human beings, or Red, right?
Don't just stand there, help me! You're on chest compressions.
Got it.
Now, start!
Just ask Aerith to do it. Stop PCR.
You picked the wrong girl, creep. What?
Nice.
Those guys there are from the Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell? They used to be with Avalanche, but left after a policy dispute.
Easy. They're guests of mine. And this one was trying to save your life.
He didn't really do much, but...
He was? Nice going, Yuffie. Call the guy a creep, why don't ya? You big moron! Dum 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 dum.
Okay, Yuffie. Let's get you inside. You've had a rough day.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Not to be that guy. Kids these days, I swear.
Oh, Barrett, don't be that guy.
Who's that?
Another one of my guests. I seem to get a lot of them when the world's on fire.
It's interesting though, Krieger, I don't know if you saw, but like, Rhonda was doing PCR, and then she was like, Cloud, help me out, you do the chest compressions while she did the mouth-to-mouth. Now, you correct me if I'm wrong, that's not the way I was taught PCR. You're supposed to do one, then, you know, like alternate between the two, not do the two at the same time, right?
We really need to shut that reactor down.
That's a really odd thing to say right now, but yes, you are. Oh, no, wait, it's because of the reactor, overseas reactor, there are monsters. You're right, man, I'm sorry.
Relief this didn't turn out worse.
Yeah, thank you. Where's Priscilla? Did she go with Yuffie?
Monsters like that one have been cropping up more and more lately. Goddamn reactors to blame.
Well, good thing we're here, because we're kind of
Thanks
in the
again.
reactor blowing
She
business.
would have been in deep shit without you. Monsters like that one have been cropping up more and more lately.
Honestly, she could have taken on that
Reactors
monster.
to blame.
Yo, super interesting. You guys saw that little, you know, quick flashback. I don't know if you remember, but when we were playing... Exactly, right, I'm not wrong, right? That was shit advice. But then, you know, this is not our planet, and they look like human beings, but they're not human beings, since they're from another planet. So, maybe their biology is different from ours, and the way you're supposed to do CPR with those people is by actually doing both at the same time. You know, who knows? ZA, you're gonna be so fucking happy. I have another card player over there.
Sorry, the ship won't be leaving port until the festivities are over. Sorry, the ship won't be leaving port until the festivities are
So yeah, we had a flashback of intermission, so the Yuffie DLC, when she glimpses Tifa and Barrett and gets told that they are the Splinter Group. No, Cloud, you idiot. Alright, quick card game. I'm sorry, ZA.
Finally hooked a catch, and a good one too. Bet you thought you could blow me out of the water just because I'm getting on in years, hmm?
His name is Zogan.
Think again. I'm this town's ace angler.
And Barrett's just like taking a dip, you know, having fun.
QB fish than you, Sonny. I tell you that much. You young'uns can thrash all you like, but you'll never beat my years of experience.
There's so much to say already. So I know you are. I'm also just joking. I'm teasing you by always bringing you up whenever I play a minigame. Also, you tell me, but I feel like QB is a lot better to watch than... I mean, what you really hated, the whole ZA hates minigames meme starts, you know, all stemmed from the... Perfect. Oh, but it's still level 2. I didn't realize that. That's alright, that's alright. We'll get you up there. It all started because of the darts thing in Remake. And I don't know, you tell me, but I feel like this is a lot better than watching me play darts, right? Like, it's actually interesting. Or is it? Actually, I don't realize. I love this game so fucking much. I also realize I'm really bad at commentary when I'm playing it. But it's just so, you know, it's one of those things where, like, I feel like the rules are both simple and very complicated at the same time, if that makes any sense. Like, if you ask me any good board game, I really want to make this level 3. This is a little risky at this stage, so there. You know, like, once you've understood it, it kind of all makes sense, but it's still really hard to explain. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm doing a really terrible job as a streamer of explaining what it is I'm doing when I'm playing this game. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. When they release the official card game in real life, we'll make special stream sessions with my Habibi where we play this real life, like live, just with the camera, and we play it, and we explain everything we're doing at the same time. I would love that timeline. I hope things work out that way. Alright, is there any chance in hell? No, I'm never gonna get to place my chocobo there. I've probably lost the top row, y'all. That was poor planning on my part. But... sometimes it's important to just like leave, what do you call it? Oh, he killed my car, this motherfucker! I should have played my Chocobo on the top left, I think. That's alright, that's alright, that's alright. We're doing fine. Oh, are we? Shit! I've got only one room where I can play. And there's no way... I think I'm screwed. I think I'm actually gonna lose. That'll teach me. Alright, I'm saying Krieger, like, I hope they make a card game, like a board game version of it in real life, and then that way Abibi and I can play it, you know, like live with actual cards, and then explain what we're doing as we're playing it. But this is all in my head. It's like a dream at this stage. But you know, Square Enix really should give me free shit, because that's a great marketing idea. Yeah, I think we lost, friends. There's no way I can get any more pawns in. Alright, so while I'm getting my ass handed to me. So the way this works, y'all. There's a board. I can do nothing but pass. So there's a ball, right? And you've noticed that there are those little pawns that are either red or green. Green are mine, red is the Zogan, Morgan Zogan, right? It's Morgan Zanon against Morgan Zogan. Yeah, whatever, fuck you. Everybody loses sometimes. Shut up.
Oh, looks like it.
Now, you set down cards, and the cards you set down determine where you will put your pawns. Right, this is indicated. Each card in my hand. See, the white square is the actual position of the card. I want to say yes, Krieger. That's the first time I lose on... I was gonna say lose on stream. I haven't played it off stream. But I wonder if it didn't happen once already. I know I have a perfect, spotless... I never lost at Fort Condor during the whole Yuffie... On normal mode, yes, but still. During the whole Yuffie sequence. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure about... I think I might have lost once already. But also, to be fair, it's like Triple Triad and Tetramaster and shit. Like, you're supposed to rework your deck when you get new cards, right? Which I have not done at all. So, that's my excuse. Motherfucker. See, this is super annoying because there's no way for me to get back to like directly eat his red pawn on the what do you call it? Top thing. Alright, I think half explaining shit is worse than not explaining it at all. I just... Oh god! Fuck, this is bad. We've lost again. Okay, so now I can try and explain it. So, you can only play a card on a spot where there's at least one of your pawns, right? Now, the gold squares on the cards there in my hand indicate where, when I play the card, I will get to put a new pawn. If that square happens to be held by an enemy pawn, then that converts the enemy pawns to my color. Right? So it's this like pawn aspect of it, it has a bit of, well, it's pawns, so it makes me think of chess, but really has nothing to do with chess whatsoever apart from that. So yeah, and so there's both the... Alright, and then on the top right of my cards, that's the power value. At the end, the goal of the game is to have more points than the... Nice. I'm gonna save this dude for later. And do that. The whole goal of the game is to have more points per row than your adversary. So for instance, top row right now, I'm losing, right, 4-2, and that's the only one we've played at. But there is no you know, you're never forced to play a specific row ever in this game. Right, do I have a pawn here? There's something I still don't understand though, is that I can't... There's still things I don't understand, if I'm being honest. Let me try this then. Or maybe I don't have a pawn there? Oh, that was really stupid of me. Alright. Never mind. We're good. So, goal of the game, you know, each row at the end of the game is going to be the difference between the points total of the row. That is the ultimate points you will be making. And your goal, obviously, is to have more points than your adversary, right? So the twist is that you can absolutely give up on a whole row. Fuck. Can you save me, Grenadier? No, it's too early for you to come into play. I messed up again. Ah, this is bad. Alright, so my only hope... No, but if he's not dumb, he's gonna play that +3, so I'm fucked. I think we've lost this one again, but that's alright. We'll get it next time, y'all. Also need to think about... I think my only chance is to get... Your hand. You played cards. Your hand. I can't see what's in my deck. Fuck. I really wanna... you know, get my Fat Chocobo. And I think if I don't, then we've lost, no matter what. Also, if we do get it, we might still lose, but... At least we have a fighting chance. And we're fucked. I don't know if... I guess you can just not play it there, so probably just wanna maximize the amount of points I get. Alright, I'm a half-fast explanation while I'm getting stressed about losing twice in a row. 3 times in a row, is it? Any help, or should I just wait until I can play this live with Habibi? This motherfucker didn't even go through the trouble of playing his last cards. Just like, alright. Now, yo, ZA, I know! I'm gonna give this 2 more tries, and then, and this time I swear, I'll just leave it for later. But before I do...
Hauling in a fresh youngster like yourself never...
Whatever, Morgan Zogan, shut the fuck up. Before I do, I'm just gonna like redo my deck now that I have a bunch of new cards. How do I do that again? Shit. Oh, maybe it's inside the gaming menu.
Now it's time to read.
Can I change my deck? Edit deck off. Oh, right, there we are. Nice. So filter. Oh, that's alright. We don't have that many cards. So we've got a bunch of new cards. How do I see it? Details. Raise the power of the light cards on affected tiles by 2 while this card is in play. It's like a huge buffer, but it's middle of the fucking thing. When played, raise position ranks by 2. Titan sounds pretty good. I'm just quickly check what I have. Security officer is good to have. Queen Bee is kind of shit. I want to remove Queen Bee. Leprechaun, Grassland Wolf, there 2s, Mandragora is nice, Cactus is nice, Crystal Crab, Grenadier, J Unit Swiper, Doxy Rat. And yeah, Shiva, I don't understand her deal. When played, spawn Diamond Dust of power 2, 4, or 6 in empty positions. That makes no sense! What's a Diamond Dust? Should we just try it? Let's fucking try it. One way to find out, right? We said, no, wait. Alright, because I can only have 2 legendary cards, is the thing. Sorry, I'm remembering shit as we go along. Alright, what about you, Arc Dragon? Lower the power of enemy. Like, this one is amazing. I do want that. Instead of the... Oh, that's right. I just add shit and then I remove them. That makes sense. Alright. Is there any funky one that we might want? Stuff's right there. Yeah, I was all... When I built my first deck, I was all like, I want debuffs because it's really fun to kill the other players' cards. But honestly, I want. That's why I always miss in my... Like, you know, I feel like once I lose a row, I can't really do those, like... What do you call it? Vertical strikes. Can I keep both of these or not? I don't need 2 Alpha Dunks. And Grenadier, you're really fun, but I might delete you. Alright. Alright, yo, I'm sorry about this. We're done with the deck setting. Let's try it again. Again, I'm gonna try this 2 more times. And if I fail, I will do it off stream. And then I'll, you know, win on the first try and tell you guys on stream, and you'll all be like, sure, Morgan, you won on the first try. Alright, Shiv, you're out. And Fat Chocobo, you're out. Alright, we're playing for realsies now. What the hell you got? Oh wait, it's got a power, does it? Raise the power of allied cards on affected tiles by 2. What's the affected tile? Oh my. Alright, should we try our Shiva? That's the only way to figure out what she does, right? Whoa. Wait. No, this is ridiculous. She just like, I can't play anymore because of Shiva. She's like an endgame thing where you're like, boom. Alright, but this time I'll hold my promise, so... I'm pissed off because this should not count as one of my 2 attempts. But let it count. Last chance. So, what's happening right now, right? It's the very early game. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm just passing my turns. That's because I lost all my pawns on the board. And like I was saying before, you can only play a card if there's at least 1 pawn of yours on there. So the instant you lose control of the board, meaning that there's no pawns of yours, you can't play cards anymore, and that means that it's the end of the game for you, right? So this is what I really love about this, is this mix and match between the, you know, your typical card game stuff with cards that have different powers and stuff. Shut up, Krieger. I would... Look, the explanation for what Shiva did was very unclear, and you know, my whole thing was like, we're gonna try an experiment to figure it out. Well, it turns out you're not supposed to play her first round. Hey, we found out the hard way. That's alright, that's alright. I feel like my character opener is a bad idea. I always lose when I do that. So let's just go, let's be more classical. What I love about this game is that there really is this, you know, there's both the card game mechanic stuff, very much like, you know, Final Fantasy nerds like myself were used to that from both, like, you know, what do you call them? That's a shame. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. You guys are stressing me out! Yes, it is important to experiment. Alright, we're not playing Shiva until this whole game is over now. I've learned from my mistakes. That's too... No, no! Get the fuck out, Shiva. Shit, one of his cards got a special power and I should check it out. But fuck it. It's already been way too much minigames for ZA. So, alright, 3 against 6. I need a 3 power. So I feel like unbuffed, there's no way I can win the middle row. That's alright, because we can fight differently. No. Completely useless. Ideally at one... I'm sorry, y'all. I'm slow at playing 2, aren't I? How about that? I get 1 up. Oh wait, I do have the... That's risky. Oh my god, Morgan, just fucking play! Alright, let's play. This motherfucker. That's not going great, y'all. So, 2, 4, or 6 in empty positions, and empty positions mean my positions. Still too early. What would be ideal? Okay. We only lose 1 point on the second row. And then we probably win the top one. And we're not doing too bad on the bottom row, so we're doing fine. I really want to push it and get so that means one of my one of my captures. I don't know if that was smart at all. My thinking is, yeah, no, it wasn't smart at all. That's alright. So maybe now is the time to... Wait, no. Because I play there, he plays there, and then my Shiva's useless. But at least I win this row, probably. I don't know. Let's see. 5! What the fuck? And he's killing me cards too. Fuck this noise. Alright. Oh, and Shiva's a 2. Alright, never mind then. I hate this stupid game. Yeah. Shut up, Kriya. No. I promise ZA. Yeah, shut up. Shut up!
You'd think there'd be some players in these waters.
Cloud, that's really not okay though, what you just did. I know you're frustrated, but don't just scoop. Polluting these waters even more than they already are by Shinra fucking being Shinra. Alright, let's explore Lower Junon. And I'll do that off stream. And I like record myself to show you guys that when you're not there to stress me out, I'm really good at mini games. Let's just, you know, do a quick lap of where the invisible wall is. Just want to make sure there's no, you know, hidden materia out in these waters. Why was Yuffie there? Alright, let's talk while we explore. We've got a lot to talk about, y'all. So Yuffie has been in Junon for a while. Interesting. Oh, we're like beneath the cannon thing, I guess. Can't really... Does it work better in... How do I get into photo mode? Can I look up at the sky? Yes. Where's the cannon? I think it might be... in any case, this is very much a Midgar situation, right? Like, they built literally on top of where people lived and loved and cried and laughed and just, like, you know, lived. So Yuffie's been in Junon for a while. Right. I was waiting for that one, Krieger. Alright, you got it out of the system now. Can we not talk about the game? Yeah, no, that sucked. It's alright. I'll get better at it. I do, you know, for the record, I do still love the game. Because you can love something you're bad at, you know, you don't need to love what you're good at. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Like, if people are all like, oh, you're so good at maths, you should go into math shit. If you don't like maths just because you're like good at it, well, first of all, we could have a long conversation on what it even means to be good at something, and you know, nature and nurture. Do we really have natural talents and all that shit? But even beyond that, even if we just accept that there's truth to that whole thing, which I'm really not sure there is, but let's say that. Just because you're good at something doesn't mean that's the only thing you should do. And conversely, just because you suck at something doesn't mean you should...
kids allowed in here.
Oh, okay.
No grown-ups.
What are you kids getting up to? Why are there like pink fumes in your playground? Who's been huffing Mako without Uncle Cloud? Yeah, just because you're shit at something, if you enjoy it, just do it. Fuck it. And you know, there's this whole thing, like in real life, I feel like people, there's this whole pressure of you need to work to earn a living and shit, so pick a job that you're good at. Fucking ikigai, right? Like, being good at it is part of the ikigai, like one of the main things you should take into consideration before deciding in specifically which way society is gonna fuck you up for the rest of your life. Fuck that! Fuck that, I say. Do what you enjoy! And hopefully still manage to make a living at the end of the month, of course, but...
Thanks so much, you guys. Those were some fancy moves. My name's Priscilla, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Priscilla.
Oh, and Mr. Dolphin says thanks too.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Dolphin.
Thanks so much, you guys. Those were some fancy moves.
Alright, so we're almost done with our little round of the thing. There's just one platform that I feel I can only access by swimming. Oh, look at this, my friends. Hey, Cloud. Get on the... Come on, Cloud, you can do this. You're in soldier, aren't you, boy? Grab that fucking ladder, no? No, you're too hard. Okay, that's alright. Just because you're good at something doesn't mean you should do it. Alright, I see what you're doing there. Using my own points against me. That's fair. That's very fair. Don't climb that ladder then. Yes, I still enjoy QB. I'll play a lot of it. On stream and in real life. Maybe not on stream, but on my own time. And then in real life, if it ever comes out in real life. I think I'll see you guys there for a second, but it's alright, we should be back. Right, so Yuffie's been in Junon for a while. Now, when we left her at the end of intermission, you know, in this weird epilogue where so much fucking shit was going down at the same time, she was in the grasslands, on Chocobo back, seemingly over what happened at the end of intermission. So I guess at this stage it's a fair assumption to just assume that she's been in under Junon for a while. Yeah. And the really interesting thing, maybe I need to win other cards to beat him. That's very kind of you to assume, but no, because he's literally the only player I can play against now. And you know, it's not like Triple Triad where you... Oh shit, I actually don't know, I've never beaten the same person twice, but I feel like it's more, you know, you win a card, you win a new card every time you beat a new opponent, if that makes any sense. Like, you know, you can't just like, you can't grind the same level 2 player and then get a bunch of cards to beat the level 3 player. I really think I'm just bad at it, for now. For now! There she is.
Hey, you guys are that Avalanche Splinter Cell, right?
Now, how the hell did you...
I just gotta say, I'm a big, huge fan of yours. HQ wishes they could be as cool as you guys.
Well, we are pretty cool, but...
Think we could sit down for a chat later? Got a teensy favor to ask. And gotta thank you for before.
I suppose you could come by the inn tomorrow?
Sweet! You won't be sorry, promise. Later!
I know, she laid it on pretty thick. But hey, she's just a kid. What's the harm in hearing her out?
Maybe she wants to autograph.
Come on, let's get ourselves some rooms.
See, very early on in these streams, we're talking about
Never let them build a reactor.
why I identify with Barrett more than I do most of the rest of the main cast, I think. That's one aspect of it, is that he has this very clear ego. He's very, you know, aware of it. I think he's trying to, you know, work on it. But still, like, sometimes some random shit, like this random teenage girl that you've no fucking clue what the fuck's her deal. But she goes like, "You guys are cool," and he's so fucking happy to hear that. It's kind of like, yeah, whatever, let's talk. And everybody's like, "Come on, Barrett, you're the one always, you know, like double time and shit." But somebody says you're cool, and then they get an audition. You know what I'm saying? I love that I find that extremely relatable.
Hey, if it isn't the heroes of the hour, I heard about what you did for that girl. Thank you so much. Your stay is on us. We insist. It's the least we can do for you, really. Now then, how many we got? Will 4 rooms be enough?
Could you make it 5?
Specious, you piece of shit.
Everything is comped. So if you need anything at all, just ask.
Don't know about you, but I'm dying to put my feet up.
It's nice to have the place booked up again for once. Gosh, when was the last time that happened?
You do realize you just offered us the whole place. You're not gonna make any cash.
Nice to have the place booked up again for once.
I wanna pay you, bro. It's fine. Shit. I feel bad. Cloud and Barrett could have slept in the same bed just for one night. You know, given Red his bed. Are you okay? You sound like you don't want to talk to me, so I'm gonna leave you alone, but I'm here if you need to talk. Oh, nice. One-on-one conversations! I hope I can do all of them. But if we can only do the one, then we're doing Barrett. Fuck it.
Hey, so about that Yuffie kid, what do you think she wants with us? Be honest.
She wants to join Avalanche.
Maybe she wants
That is our assumption, right? She said we're really cool and she's a big fan. She knew who we were.
to join Avalanche.
Yeah.
Normally, I wouldn't turn anyone away, but she's just too young. Don't have the time or patience to babysit. I'll break it to her gentle.
Now, of course, Barrett likes that theory.
Shinra didn't waste any time getting our names and faces out here, did they? Rest up while you can. I'll let you know if anything happens. Shinra didn't waste any time getting our names and faces out here, did they?
The beds are huge. We are terrible.
I could feel them slipping away, one by one, and the tighter I held on, the more I lost.
I know. I felt the same. It was like they were sucking them straight out of my head.
Oh my god, who is she talking to? Wait, where are Tifa and Red? Oh, that's Yuffie's room. There's our shuriken. It's very quaint. Don't want to go see Aerith just yet. Shit.
And the worst part is that I don't even know what's missing. Only that something is. Like it's on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't remember.
Damn whispers.
Whoa.
Speaking of, you seen them lately? Cloud.
Who's in there with you? Oh. Red. Thought it was someone else.
That was not Red's voice.
Nope. All clear here, officer.
What the fuck?
City patrol is just as uneventful.
This is a lot, y'all. This is a lot of lore shit. Good night, Krieger. I'll see you very soon, man. Thanks for being here tonight. And thanks for giving me an excuse for losing at the card game, even though it was just a skill issue. Say hi to your family for me. Good night, my friend. Ooh, chest. An Empress Scepter. Sorry, all real quick menu moment. Radiant Ward. Conjure a ward that grants invincibility while casting spells. Strengthens Ares' basic attacks. With standard attack. Oh, sounds like a pain to do. Shit, what did she have again? Healing. She auto casts fire? Why do I have it set up that way? Let me change that as well while we're here. Let me just a second. Right, so, okay, let's just put HP up and then move on with the story. Red is the one who told us about whispers, what they were, all that. And Aerith said this very obscure thing, like, she used, you know, Tifa asked her what was up with Cloud. She said, I don't know, or, you know, she said, like, I feel like I used to know, but no, I don't. And I feel like this goes back to when, at the end of Remake, at the Destiny's Crossroads, that weird thing happened, right, where we broke off of Destiny's path, and it's like Aerith lost something there. And I feel like that conversation we've just overheard was sort of that, like, where are the whispers? I feel like I've lost them. That's what Aerith was saying. And then the other voice, which I'm sorry was not, that was not Red's voice, right? Is it just me? It was not Red's voice. So there was somebody else in there talking with them. Red's in on the secret. I don't know, I love it. This is reunion shit. This is not something I remember from OG. So, exciting. What the fuck is going on there? I don't know.
I don't know about you, but it feels like we've been on the road forever. Like Midgar's ancient history. I wonder how Mom and Marlene are holding up.
Homesick?
No time for that, not with Sephiroth around. So, a little random, but do you remember the first time we met?
Oh my god, shit. I can't be mean, but...
You shoved a flower in my face.
It's called a gift, Cloud. I saw it, you know, in a vase at 7th Heaven, and I seriously doubt you're the one who put it there.
Hey, I mean, you never know.
Some advice? Never re-gift a present from a girl, especially if you're just gonna give it to another one.
Noted.
Water under the bridge, but next time.
Alright, I like that. You know, my knee-jerk reaction was to be not mean, but like not nice to her, and I accidentally was just that, trying to be nice.
In Black went? We should have seen him by now. Gotta wonder what Shinra's planning up there. Where do you think those guys in Black
I say we go up there and
We
fuck
should have
him
seen
up.
by now.
Whatever it is they're planning. Didn't that used to be our bread and butter, folks? What happened to us? We used to be the Splinter Group, for fuck's sakes. We've got a fun club. Red! Who are you talking to?
This town reeks of fish and brine. Should Shinra come calling, I doubt I'll smell them till it's too late.
We'll manage.
We'll manage.
It feels like I have fish bones in my nose.
How was that not... Everything else was mean to him, right?
My poor nose.
I hate that there's a timer on those things. That's alright. I'll just wing it. Just like in real life, right? When somebody asks a question, you don't have like the three answers and a little timer that's... That's exactly how it is in real life, isn't it? You think of a few things you could say and you kind of just like try to figure out how the other person will react and then say the thing that's, or at least I guess depending on the situation, you say whatever you feel will get you the reaction from the other person that you want, but you know what I'm saying. Shit. Am I in a video game?
Oh. Hey. Perfect timing. I was just about to come find you.
Good. Talk it out, you guys.
Yeah,
You...
regret what I said in calm.
Nice, Cloud!
Oh. Come in.
I'm proud of you, bro! Now don't fuck this up, okay? Just be nice.
I should have never doubted you.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. I never should have doubted you either. Say, do you remember a guy named Emilio from Nibelheim?
I hope
General Store Kid?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, he left the village right before you did. Thought I'd never see him again. Then one day last year, he shows up at 7th Heaven. I couldn't believe my eyes. He was all grown up. Didn't even recognize him at first.
Really?
Yeah, and what's more, the woman who walked in with him was stunning. Like, she could have been a model, and... You're not interested, are you?
Not really. But I'm happy to listen.
Oh my god, Cloud.
It's okay. Forget it.
Was this another test?
No, it wasn't. Why deny it? I guess it was, huh? I'm sorry.
It's fine. We'll find time to talk. Just the two of us. Figure things out.
Just be ready to spill your guts, huh?
With my iron stomach?
Night.
Do it, Cloud. Just knock and... Yes. Can I do it, please? Yes!
I think I'll turn in early tonight.
Alright, fair enough, Tifa. Never mind then. He's so fucking... You're hopeless, Cloud! I hate you! How... Alright, but real talk though. So obviously, you know, Tifa was just trying to, like, talk. Right, shoot the shit. Talk about this friend in common they had before Cloud went all weird and started saying nonsense and, you know, killing people. But that is the Watsonian explanation for that dialogue. But the Doylist explanation, I don't think it's irrelevant. I think, you know, Emilio's supermodel friend is probably relevant somehow. I'm thinking of Scarlet right now, but it can't be that because Tifa would obviously know precisely who Scarlet is. So I don't know. Is there any other character that would make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we probably know who Emilio's date was, and if we don't by this point, we'll know later. Is somebody Tifa doesn't know? Excuse me. What was that? Is he hurt? Oh my god. Jesus, this guy. Do you think he ever showers?
Come on in, guys.
Hey.
Okay, now that the gang's all here, it's time you got to know me. My name is Yuffie, materia hunter and elite ninja operative for the interim Wutai government. I left my beloved homeland behind to bring an end to Shinra's reign of terror and prove that Wutai's not to be trifled with.
Wutai?
Yep. Which brings me to that little favor I mentioned yesterday. Long story short, I want you to join me. HQ, they just didn't understand. But you guys get it.
Don't ninjas creep around in the dark slitting people's throats. I mean, we've done some shit, but we ain't about to stoop that low.
I resent that. Although, that is something we do. Come here.
She has a belt.
Traveling alone.
No, 17, yeah, she's 17. But since I paused there, remember how Sultan pointed out that her like mini shorts were unbuttoned? They're buttoned now, and she has a belt on top of them. So there's that. I'm just saying, you know, character design evolving. She's 17.
Far from home is expensive, so I've been moving from town to town, hustling, scraping together enough scratch to keep sticking it to the man. Until, that is, I came here, and lucky I did, because I met Rhonda. She offered me the gig of a lifetime, assassination. And guess who the target is?
Rufus Shinra.
Seriously, guess.
Just spit it out already.
Who else but a certain company's new president, Rufus freaking Shinra? That crazy or what? And that douchebag will be here any minute now.
Let's do it.
They're here anyway, enjoying his fancy inauguration parade. These people had their country stolen from them, and then their sunlight. Junon demands revenge. So when the president steps out...
Oh, wow. Tell us more.
Barrett, why aren't you down, bro?
You want to know how Rhonda's planning on paying me? With your bounty suckers.
What?
Wow, gotta hand it to her. The lady works fast. Well, this is fun. See ya.
Hey!
If you manage to get away, you should try to find Priscilla. She'll get you topside.
Now, you don't want to make me come in there and fetch you, because I would love to do it!
Who's that?
This is Raj, Tifa, obviously. Oh wait, you don't know him, I'm sorry. This is like, oh my god, they're throwing in all the characters we know right there at the beginning of the game, aren't they? Can I look through that window? No. Interesting. Why was Barrett not... Is it just because... Yeah, I guess it might be a dad thing. Like, she's a kid, she should not be assassinating anybody. And the only thing he knows... I never got to explore Tifa's room without Tifa being in it, did I? There's nothing much there, alright. Yeah, do you think that's what that was, Barrett? Because, shit, you know, let's assassinate Rufus Shinra. I don't understand how we could possibly not be down for that. So I think it was all like, you know, Yuffie should not have nothing to do with that. She's a child, and children should not be involved in this sort of shit. Oh, we can still do it though. Hey yo!
Honestly, how long do you intend to...
Hold on, let me just real quick get Aerith in and Barrett out for a second so that I can work on her new weapon skill. I hate that, but...
Keep me waiting! Absence certainly makes the heart grow fonder, my friend. Still playing hard to get, eh? Well, I've got news for you, young man. As if by fate, the Speed Demon has been entrusted with a singular task. Retrieving one Aerith Gainsborough.
Me?
You come alone?
It only takes two to tango. Besides, you and I like to go big, and a venue this small just won't do. But no need to worry. I found the perfect stage. The city above, where we can dance up a storm.
That's the canon I keep talking about.
And we'll put our last performance to shame, with a show none shall ever forget.
You got some weird friends.
We might want to think about getting out of here. These people don't need more trouble.
Yuffie said to talk to Priscilla if we wanted to get topside, right? Let's go find her.
Nice, I wanted to talk to Rhonda before.
Nut job.
Don't you think for even a second we did that for you? The slime ball who sold us out.
Take it. Not much, but it's yours.
The hell's this supposed to be?
Your bounty. Part of it, anyway. You thought I'd put you through the ringer like that without making it worth your while? We're on the same side. Always have been.
And what if Biker Boy had taken us in?
Then I would have had to improvise. But I didn't, because it all worked out. Worked out fine. Like I pray it will for Yuffie upstairs.
Shit. I'm gonna start with the least relevant thing, like always. But it's funny how some of them say Yuffie and some of them say Yuffie. I don't know if you guys noticed. Barrett says Yuffie. And then Rhonda says Yuffie, and I think in the DLC it was mostly Yuffie. Interesting is all. Right. No more lies, get out. Mako won't last forever. Junon has no president! Yeah, I was super disappointed that Rhonda was betraying us, and then I found it hard to believe, but it all makes sense now. She's just playing both sides, and she would have helped us out in the end, regardless. I like Rhonda. I'm looking to hire a bodyguard. My boy Salman needs to make a delivery, and I don't want a fiend even looking at him the wrong way. Come and see me if you're interested. I'm interested, Rhonda. The Frogmaster! That says either Emmanuel Macron or me, right? Under Junon Froggy. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Alright, we've got 2 side quests, yo. I don't know if they changed the side dialogue every time we... You still here, Isabel? Go home, Rufus! Fuck on off! Back to fucking Midgar. Alright, I'm interested.
Do you believe the company has gone too
Yes.
that they must be stopped?
Yes.
Shinra's Mako has ruined our ocean.
Yes.
It has tarnished our beaches, destroyed our livelihoods.
Yes, it has.
When was the last time you all felt safe eating your own catch? The last time you had fish so fresh you could eat it raw?
Before Shinra?
I'll tell you when. Before Shinra came along.
I know.
We fight for a world untainted by their greed.
Amen.
A world with clean waters and vibrant forests.
That's what we want.
Join us in the crow's nest and help us put an end to Shinra's tyranny.
Junon has no president! Fuck Shinra, go home, Rufus! Alright, that was an invitation, right? Yo, I think we can go back to, yeah, we've got 40 minutes left. It's gonna be all side content again. But that's alright. I don't like doing main story quests when Krieger's not around, so... It works out for everybody, because I'm excited about all the side content that we get. There's frogs, which is exciting, of course, because I'm French. And then there's more Rhonda shit, and I feel like we can probably access the rest of the area that was closed off to us because of the crow's nest before. So let's do all that. Well, let's do some of that in the 40 minutes we have left together. Brilliant. Alright, let's go talk to Rhonda. Where is she at? Excuse me.
What was that about?
Yeah, also what's really exciting about the whole Yuffie thing, her being here.
Does this mean that Avalanche is here?
No. How does that... What? What? No. Rhonda! Mrs. Mayor.
Didn't think you'd still be hanging around. Well, since you clearly don't have anything better to do, think I could put you to work?
Sure thing, my
The
mayor.
remainder of your bounty. I need it delivered to someone. I've already got a porter picked out too.
Aww.
This here's Salmon.
Hello, Simon.
Since he'll be the one making the drop, it's your job to get him there safe.
Doesn't seem like too much of a hassle, but who exactly is this money for?
My son. Haven't seen him in a spell. Not since he left town. And never looked back. This gills me washing my hands of him. He's a grown man. Can't be clinging to his mom's skirts. Or her pocketbook.
You're not good. I don't know if you remember ZA, but last week you were like, I hate Rhonda! Her t-shirt is 30! And I was like, nah, she's alright, she's a communist. This is not gonna win her any points, is it?
The crow's nest. Boy
Yes.
got sick of living under this steel sky. And my thumb, I suppose. So he went into the mountains way east of here. Found some more like-minded idiots. Kinda sad, if I'm being honest. If you're gonna run away, at least go somewhere interesting. Don't half-ass it. I meant what I said. Can't afford to take care of this town and his shit. I raised him best I could. Gave him every advantage. But he's gotta learn to stand on his own 2 feet. Besides, I've got someone else to take care of now. Don't I, Sam?
Jesus.
Much obliged.
Alright.
Once you make it to the crow's nest, find Toby. He'll make sure you get the reward I promised. But if I find a single hair out of place on Sam, you won't live to enjoy it. You keep my boy safe.
Yo, how about you feed your boy some more? He's slim as fuck, Rhonda. Yeah, even I... She's such a good mom. I mean, to be fair, your kids are great, right? Let's wait till we meet her son. You know, how do you react when...
Speed dial. So if my dog gets hurt, you get hurt.
Oh, Rhonda.
Mind hurrying it along. I just want to put this whole business. Got Shinra on speed dial.
Well, yeah.
So if my dog gets hurt...
She's lost some points, even in my heart. I will say that. Oh shit, the other quest is all the fucking way down there. Let's go then. That being said, yeah, no, I'm being serious. Is that how do you deal with? Back when I thought I'd have kids of my own, this is something I often asked myself, right? How do you deal with if a child of yours, once they're an adult, just turns out to be a dickhead? Or worse, like really bad. They do really bad shit. And you know, there's like the whole family thing, where as long as they're children, you always take their side and shit. Sure, I get that. Like, you know, they're children, and so it's your role to be there for them, and also it's always... anything they do is probably not their fault, ultimately.
Alright, everyone, come and get it. Don't want to miss feeding time, do you?
Oh.
That's it, eat up now. I know you must be starving.
I like that you're feeding seagulls. I think it might be summer though, so I'm not sure you actually want to do that for their own sake, but never mind that, sir. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. As soon as your kid becomes an adult, like, imagine ZA, if I did something completely fucking unexcusable, right? Then what's your stance? Do you still excuse? You know, do you always side with your kids because this is your God-given mission? Or is there a point at which you can honestly be... No, you know, this is it. Like, the divine link that we have as parent and child are officially done because you have become Emmanuel Macron. I don't know. I'm just saying, let's wait till we meet the kid before judging Rhonda.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here? This isn't
zone. Get lost.
Whoa.
You're a kid?
Well, duh. It's just how this place is. I don't know if it's because of the reactor out there or what, but hanging out here turns you into a frog.
Nice.
Hey, Finn, who are they? Not Shinra, I hope.
Oh no, we're definitely not.
Oh, wait. You must be the ones Priscilla was talking about. She told me how you saved her.
Right, that's us. We're friends.
We didn't save
Are you
Priscilla.
a friend of hers
We saved
too?
Yuffie.
We're friends, but it's not like I like her or anything.
Aw, Finn.
There aren't a lot of other kids in the village, so I basically had to be your friend.
Sure, kid.
Of course. So what are you kids doing all the way down here?
Playing Jump Frog, obviously. Actually, we could use a couple more players. Since you're here, do you want to give it a try?
Nice. New music?
Ribbit? I tried to warn you! Like I said, hanging out here turns you into a frog! But don't worry, all you gotta do is start thinking like a frog, and you'll be fine!
Kid, I was born a frog. We're fine. Ribbit. If she was more interested in her dog than her son, no wonder it's not a great adult. I mean, the way she said it is, yay. I think that she got Sam after the kid left, or well, after she kicked the kid out, and then, you know, having what specious people would call disproportionate love for your dog. I'm not sure, I know you agree with me that that's alright. But yeah, this is like Friends Fantasy VII Rebirth. This is amazing. Alright, let's see if I'm good at thinking like a frog. Is this an actual fight where I can only use leapfrog and shit, or? I think it is. Yes, it is. Oh my god. This is great and I love it, but how do I assess them? I don't need to because I've assessed all of them before. Alright, let's fucking do this. What is bubble breath? I'm not sure. Ooh, oh my god! Nah. Shit. Alright then. Cloud! Leapfrog on that motherfucker. Even Krieger calls me Habibi, it's amazing. We got Nat, Valu, I think, and now Krieger. Hello, Habibi! I'm so nice, I'm so nice, I'm so happy you're here! Bro, I was talking about you earlier before because of the... let me try and do this frog fight while I try and tell you about it. There's a minigame... Fuck. There's a minigame in... Oh, it actually like... It's a reverse gap closer. There's a minigame, a card game in 7 Rebirth that's so fucking good. And I want us to play it together in real life like a board game. Because it's our kind of shit, if you know what I mean, like... It's a nice mix between... There's some Hero Wars in there, there's some... I don't know, it's fucking great. It's a great game. Nice. Now fuck him up. No, go kill the... Okay, good. Also... So, as far as I know, it only exists in the game. I would be very surprised if they do not, you know, like actually make it a board game at some point. But I'm all for building it. I don't want to, you know, rope you into this. I could try and build like a shitty, you know, like beta version that we could play. And like if we enjoy it and it's fun, then we could maybe we could think about trying to make something more beautiful and shit, right? Because it's sort of... I'll show you next week, man, when we're together. I'll show you like the thing, because I think there's also like, you know, it could be really cool if it was beautifully made. There's a little board that looks sort of like a chessboard, smaller. Anyway, there's you know, it could be a really nice project to try and make a beautiful QB board. But first, yeah, we can do it, you know. We fucking Just like in prison, you know how you play poker with cigarettes and shit? We can do the equivalent. We'll just, you know, play with pistachios instead of bones and stuff. But that'll allow us to test out how seriously we should consider the project. Okay, frogs that way. Sure, man. What way? How do we like the frog theme, y'all? This is essentially a Japanese twist on La Marseillaise. Am I pushing this joke too far? Nah. You never get enough frog jokes from a Frenchman, do ya? It's like, it's one of those things. I can make those jokes, because I am French. Where was the... here. Let me just try one last thing. No. Alright, let's go see the kids again. Hold on. Let's just enjoy this for a moment. This is the red 13 frog, because he's red and one-eyed. And he's got a fairy tail. Aerith is golden with a little hairnet, pink hairnet. Why is she golden? I'm not quite sure. Is this... This is Tifa. Because she has like red legs for her red gloves and boots. Where's Barrett? I want to see Frog Barrett. That's Frog Barrett. He's just larger than everybody and brown. Really? I'm disappointed. Especially in like Morgan Zanon lore, Barrett is essentially French, right? So he should be the frogest frogs of all, and if anything, he's the toadest. I'm not happy with that, Square Enix.
So, ready to play? Come on, I love it, I promise. Ribbit? Okay, here are the rules.
Oh, Z8, you know what this is? Yeah, exactly. He's a toad. He's not even a frog. I am extremely disappointed by Barrett's frog design. But then again, so you know, in Remake there was already, like, when you became a frog, like in combat, they had their little like specificities, all of them. I remember that happening in the sewers. So we definitely saw Cloud, Aerith, and Tifa's frog version. I'm not sure there's any fight in Remake where you could see Frog Barrett, but I might be wrong. But in any case, yeah, no, that's not okay. You don't make the frogest character a toad. This is really not okay. Alright. Another minigames, yay! Are you happy or what? Press... Oh, also... Habibi, when you were talking about who calls you Habibi, you forgot ZA, because she definitely does that. When she talks about you and you're not here, she says Habibi. Alright. Press the circle button to leap over incoming obstacles and dash to safely with either R2 or L3. Remain on the platform. Oh my god, this is like Fall Guys, but frogs in Final Fantasy. Run on the platform as long as you can to prove your amphibian finesse. Get knocked off though and you'll croak. Oh, there's a little pun there.
Think you two can handle it?
Yeah, Finn. This is fun! Sad face. Alright. Like always, yeah, I only do it the once, just for fun. For fun! And then we'll move on with the rest of the side content for tonight. Alright. This is dashing. Oh shit. How good am I? Can you tell I'm French? Alright, I'll do this off stream. Hey Finn, fuck you. Or as we say, va te faire foutre. Nah, I'll be back, bro. As soon as ZA is off to bed, I'll be back. I'll kill this stream and then I'll fuck you up at that leapfrog or whatever you call it. No worries there, but we've got a complicated child to meet. How am I on HPMP? Probably full, right? Not at all. Let's go rest a spell. And then we'll go meet Rhonda's kid. Man, can you believe this community? Like, I'm just trying to have fun while on stream and they don't allow me to do mini games and shit. They don't even pay me. How can the story go on if every 10 minutes I have to play a mini game? Alright, this is a fair... It's actually a fair criticism. No, you know, it's better than fair criticism. It's an interesting point you raise. Okay. Actually, you know, like, brought this up when we're talking about 16 and how modern games were different in that you don't have that weird thing like I did on Tuesday, you know, with my notes, so I made sure I didn't miss anything like you needed to do back in the day with Final Fantasy games, at least. Where now you can just like enjoy things. And it's true that we could do a run of Rebirth where we just like rush through the story, do no side content whatsoever, and I agree that it would make for much better immersion. You know, we'd be fully invested in the story and not... Yes, Salmon. Sorry, I'm coming, Salmon. You're definitely more invested in the story when all you get is the story and not weird poses where we play minigames and shit. And if it ever happens that we play... Yeah, of course we'll follow Salmon.
Don't you worry. Any monster that wants to get you is gonna have to go through me.
See, Barrett loves dogs. He's kind of an anti-species. I'm Barrett. I'm essentially Barrett.
Hey, Cloud, remind me, how old were you when you left home?
14. Wait, it was spring, so 13.
Suppose that ain't too unusual for small town boys like you. What'd your mom have to say?
Not much. Didn't try to stop me. Like you said, nothing unusual about it. But 2,000 gil. She offered me that to make a fresh start.
Guess moms are the same all over.
I turned the money down though. Didn't need it, since I was planning to enlist straight away.
This is great. I'm enjoying this so much.
But you still can't help setting your price at $2 grand. Sentimental, ain't you?
I'm sorry, can I just make a really quick pause and just like... I loved this exchange was so beautiful. So there's the obvious fact that Cloud is warming up. You know, we've been even at the end of Remake, that was happening, but like they're starting to get this like friendship between them. They're still very like, you know, competitive and always taking the piss and shit, but you can tell that Cloud just opened up a lot more. This whole mom thing was a reference to the very early game and/or demo, where, you know, Cloud, you know, we had the choice where Cloud was like, oh, I went and saw my mom like 5 years ago, and Barrett was like, so what happened? And Cloud is like, that's irrelevant. And we, the player, had the choice between telling them what happened or blowing him off. Like, that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. And, you know, this is like genuine... Barrett is genuinely interested in who Cloud is. He wants to get to know his pal. And right here for the first time, you know, did he kind of like take him, how do you call it? By surprise, because they were running after a dog? Is that why Cloud like sort of opened up? And the second beautiful thing was that 2,000 gil. You know, we've already spoken about this on stream. I do like this exercise of trying to, when you play a video game and there's like a currency involved, just for fun. Again, I realized that it's not, the devs did not necessarily think it through all this far and shit. But you know, I really like to kind of think like, what would 2,000 gil be in euros in real life? And I do think it's interesting, especially when, you know, in 7, the whole thing with Cloud's a mercenary, he's here for the money, at least at first. I think we're past this now, but originally, you know, like, money is obviously like part of the whole thing. So it isn't, it's you know, it's a question worth asking. What is 2,000 gil? Like, how many, you know, how long are you okay with rent if you've got 2k in your pocket? And so the fact that, you know, her mom offered 2k, he didn't take him, and I was gonna say, I was waiting till we're done, but I was gonna tell you guys, it's really interesting because that 2k, what is 2k? Well, it's how much like a fucking soldier, ex-soldier person, like fucking Black Ops, you know, top of the line sort person, super fucking elite fighter, takes from a terrorist group for blowing up a Mako reactor in like the capital of the world. It's a lot of money. And then Barrett immediately was all like, oh, so you didn't take the money, but when you go for a job, you ask for the exact same amount of money. Sentimental, are you? I just love that. This is beautifully written, and however it was written in Japanese, I will not know for a great many years, but the translation, localization was fucking spot on there. That sounded so fucking natural. I love that dialogue. I'm sorry, all. Let's go see where Sam takes us. Fights! Nice. I like fighting. I should play Aerith.
I'll take care of them. Okay. That'll do.
Oh, do I know him? Yes, I do. Brilliant. Just, I don't know, man. Do whatever. One day you can do Wild Airborne. Oh. Okay, you can also one-shot them, Cloud. Where's my doggo? Alright, Salmon. One of my best friends lives with the dog. But she lives in the Ivory Coast, so I haven't met the dog yet. But anyway, she's a female and her name is Sam. I really love that Salmon's, nickname is Sam. Because we had this conversation together where I was like, I love Sam as a name for a girl, but not a boy. I was talking about Homo sapiens, but it works for dogs too. It was like, me too! It's a dog, so nobody's gonna ever ask me why she's named Sam, like they would if she was my daughter, my biological daughter. And, no, I can tell her, just tell them her real name is Salmon, and you're calling her Sam for short. Also, I should actually look after... Where is Sam? Sam, where you at? I actually really like this ward. I keep saying how I don't like playing Aerith and all that, but this does feel great. Doesn't like ice. Nice. Nice. Just triple slash, man. I don't. I'm not completely sure about the music though, but you have damage during wing beat, whatever. Look at this shit, like Aerith has got fucking laser with that ward. I might stop playing Aerith.
What? Know how some parents stop their kids from leaving the nest, claiming it's too soon or they're not ready. Any excuse to
I can't agree.
What about it? Lots of parents are like that, but I told myself I'd be different. I'd never keep my little girl from flying. I don't want to clip her wings. I want her to soar. I hear you scoffing. You think I can't do it? You think I'll keep her all to myself?
Oh yeah.
And that's what scares me. As much as I want to let her fly, I don't know if I'll be able to let go when the time comes. Maybe I'll panic, get in the way, hold her down, all to keep her safe. Oh, Marlene, I wish you could be my baby girl forever.
Well, I was gonna say he's a good dad, but I think he's just got a, vision of parenthood that's closer to yours and mine, ZA. Also, this conversation about minigames and immersion is not over. We'll get back to it, ZA. But yeah, I love this dialogue so much that I feel like it's worth focusing on that. Yes! Let's put the fucking lasers out! Fuck his ass out. I really fucking like it. But has a deep voice just like me. Yeah, I've heard that theory before, haven't I? Barrett White. I always do, though. Let's talk about that. And sorry, I know I do this a lot, but OG7 came out in _97, and it's a Japanese game. And the fact that, the second, well, I was gonna say second most important, this is extremely subjective, but one of the main cast is a black person, is, I think, highly relevant. there's some debate amongst FF nerds. If you ask me, Shadow from 6 was obviously black already. But in any case, it's... And you know, nowadays there's a lot of international, non-Japanese people working on Final Fantasy titles. That wasn't as true back in '97. I think it's telling that, you know, that Barrett's black, and I love it. I love the franchise for that. And there are great other... We're talking about, you know,
It's on you.
how media considered cross-dressing back in '97 on Tuesday, and the, you know, like, which of course has implication on trans people's rights and just how society considers them. You know what I'm talking about? Like, how do you call it with the whole Netflix thing? Like, representativity? I don't know, I'm just trying to translate a French word, but you know, trying to have fiction that actually, where the characters are more representative of what our actual society looks like. You know what I'm saying? Which we've been terrible at in the Western world for decades. It's finally changing in the right way. I think it's great. And I kind of just, you know, all I'm saying is, yo, like, Final Fantasy was doing that. Final Fantasy was woke back in the, you know, mid-90s, you'll say. Get off your high horse, Netflix. You're still a piece of shit company. Anyway, sorry. Oh, weird tangent there, Morgan, but yeah, somebody has to say it.
Oh, my sweet baby girl.
What now?
Your daddy. Your silly daddy. He's gonna fail you. Oh, I can't let you go. I just can't.
Barrett, get your shit together. Marlene's barely out of diapers. You've got time.
Right. I'm just getting worked up over nothing. Yeah, she won't be leaving me for a while.
Then again...
Hey!
You know what I also really like is the Oh, I've already opened up your shop, I'm sorry. Like, so Barrett and Cloud are having those conversations, right? And, you know, the rest of the gang are right there running alongside them. And I really like... Some would call it fan fiction already. I don't call it fan fiction. I'm just... Call it headcanon at best. I'm just filling in the blanks there. But I really like to think of them all, right? Like, they're all running... The 5 of them are running after Sam. And, you know, Barrett and Cloud are having this, like, heart-to-heart. And, you know, at some point, Aerith is like she opens her mouth like she's gonna say something, and then Tifa looks at her like, just let them do it. You know what I'm saying? And Red is all like, oh, those youngsters. Oh shit. And I have never assessed these guys.
Too bad.
I do really like that, you know, the, sorry, hold on just a second. A rare Cyclone Drake Fire creates sandstorms with powerful wings, trap and weaken spray, doesn't like wind. I'm not even gonna read the combat thing. Oh, Petrifying Stone. I've been petrified. Taking an amount of damage when the state will turn me into stone, rendering me incapacitated. Avoid damage until the status wears off, or cure the ailment with Izuna remedies or other spells or items with similar effects. Yeah, or kill them before they kill me. That's usually my strategy, but... Whoa, yeah, with Barrett's Hood. Shit, these motherfuckers are actually strong. I don't know if I can just wing it. And Aerith's the one they fucking stoned. That's not fun at all. Do I have a thing? What is it, Gold Needle? No. Alright. You're fucked, Aerith. So you just use your thing and shoot a few lasers before you turn into stone forever. I need to stop fucking around. These are real. This is a real encounter. Let me focus for a spell there. What do we say? They're weak against wind. Attacking the aura that shrouds it will produce tornadoes. The aura will weaken with each tornado spawned, and once it has vanished, the Drake will become pressured. Attacking it from behind will weaken the aura without creating tornadoes. Sure, yeah. Okay. So, this is one thing I really love, Habibi, about how they've done it, is that it's not clear. They have predispositions, right? So Aerith is kind of like your black mage. She also makes for a great healer, but it's really not, it's not set in stone, if that makes sense. It's like real life, you know, like they have, she has better like stats when it comes to magic stuff than the other characters do, but not enough that, well, no, okay, what I'm saying right now is not really true, because there are some things. I love Tifa so much though. Who gives a shit about what Aerith's job is, because Tifa is the only thing that matters. Wait, aren't you stunned? So yeah, essentially, the what you're supposed to use her as is your magician, and it's both like healing and magic DPS, I'd say. But you really don't have to, like, you're not stuck, you know, in that, kinda wanna try this one. It makes no sense, but I wanna see it. You can really, with the way you set up your materia and shit, you can essentially make anybody do anything. So I really like using Barret as my healer, because I like having a healer that's ranged, but also... Have fun. Yes! Yes! You're thinking of Sage from FF14, and you are so very absolutely right. This was actually my exact thought. Like, when I use... So, this thing where there's like lasers shooting when I attack. This is... No, don't be sorry, man. You are so very right. Also, I fucking love it. This is honestly like, you know, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like when I use the skill for the first time, so like she has wards. This is her whole thing, right? Kind of like the 14 black mage. She has ley lines in that. She puts spots on the map where as long as you're within it, you get bonuses. I hated it in remake. That's why I didn't like playing her much. But this one is really fucking fun. Is that as long as you're in it, just your regular attack will get lasers shooting. And like Habibi's saying, this is of course like the signature of 14 Sage. I think it's an intended wink, you know, like an Easter egg if you want, if you will. But then I also have my weird, you know, conspiracy theory about CBU1 and CBU3. But we can talk about all that. I might just take a really quick break, y'all. Also, I realize I messed up with the hours. We've got over an hour left together. We've got plenty of time to do all this side content. Real quick break. I'll be back in, let's say, 3. Alright, let's say 3. 3 minutes. Be right back, y'all. I love you guys. And we're back! Oh shit, I left you with the kind of music you fucking hate, ZA, didn't I? I'm, you know, if I'm being honest, I'm not a big fan of this one either. You know, I keep saying that the music is amazing and shit, but... Yeah, yes, what do you think this is? Sam's theme or something? Alright, we're back! We're back! I also just realized, you know, I've been running like crazy after Sam. Only picking up the, like the stuff that was right on our path. And now I realize that he'll just wait for me if I stop. But anyway. Yeah, so Aerith's new skill, fucking love it, makes me want to play her more. Then again, is it a spoiler at this stage? thanks Kogona, and yeah, I know ZA, it's... Well, we've got mostly the same musical tastes, you and me, with a few, you know, points of disagreement, but I think this kind of music is the exact sort that neither you nor I appreciate, but hey. Woof woof!
Sam, what are you doing here? Aw, you must be beat, buddy. Coming all this way just to say hi? Do I know you?
We're Sam's bodyguards. Your mom hired us to keep him safe. And to make sure her boy got his allowance.
Keep it. I ain't taking her money. I can make ends meet on my own.
Who are they, Dylan? Friends of yours?
Oh my god!
What are you doing out of
He's
bed?
got a girlfriend!
You need to stay off your feet. I know you came all this way, but I can't accept that. Just make sure Sam gets home safe for me.
You really are your mother's kid. Got her stubbornness and everything. Have it your way. Why don't you hang on to it?
This is a fortune.
If you really don't want it, I'll take it off your hands. But as a parent, I'm sure you want to give your kid the best life you can.
I actually agree, ZA.
And in my experience, that don't come cheap. Think it over.
That's true. We'll take it.
Dilster was looking for you, dude.
Toby.
Sorry, got a little tied up. Hang on, aren't these guys with Avalanche? Rhonda might run into you.
Avalanche? Wait, you mean they're the ones who blew up those reactors?
The superstars themselves. I just want to say it is such an honor to meet you. Actually, while you're here, think I could ask you for a favor? Seeing as Dylan's situation seems to be taken care of?
Yep, it's all good.
Excellent. In that case, why don't we step into my office for a chat?
Fuck yeah, Toby.
Right this way.
Alright, that was unexpected. So what's our theory, guys? Do we think that Rhonda kicked him off because his girlfriend got pregnant before they got married? Can't be, right? It cannot possibly be.
My mom knew about me and Claire.
Alright.
And the baby.
I don't.
Once you're out of there, we'll go pay your grandma a visit.
Aww. You guys are adorable. I like you! Rhonda's son.
You think my mom knew about me and
I did not mean to push you away,
We
Claire.
were able to meet you. Almost feels like this little one brought us together. We despise Shinra just as much as you do. But with a baby on the way, it's hard to offer aid to the resistance. Still, if there's anything we can do to ensure a brighter future for our child, just say the word.
Yo, Claire's alright too. Those people are great!
I'm happy we were able to meet you.
Losing points here, Rhonda.
Brought us together.
We don't have the full story yet. Let's not, you know, emit any judgment until we know what's going on.
You mid-Carinos are something else. When I saw you on the news, I was
Mid-Carinos.
blown away.
Even Toby, I like Toby. I have a friend in real life who's, well, his name is Tobias, but we call him
Lending
Toby.
me a hand. It's literally a dream come true. So, here's the situation. There's this big lighthouse down by the cape, and someone calling themselves the Merc of Junon has turned it into their hideout or something.
Kyrie.
Oh,
Good night, Habibi. Thank you so much for dropping by. It was lovely to have you as always. Sleep tight, sweet dreams. Say hi to Audrey for me. I love you, man. I'll talk to you real soon. Good night.
Are they an acquaintance of yours?
Sorta.
What are the chances? I don't know about you, but I think fate brought us together. Anyway, that place has got a killer view. We used to go up there all the time and just chill. But it's too dangerous with all the monsters around, and that merc hasn't done a thing about him. So I was hoping you could do me a solid and convince that merc to help us out. They've done many a good deed in Midgar and all throughout the Grasslands.
Have they now?
Allegedly, that is.
Yeah.
And like, if they're so good at doing good, then why aren't they doing anything now? The lighthouse is up ahead, right on the cape. Apparently, it used to guide ships back in the Republic days, but that was like forever ago. Anyway, it's super out of the way and crawling with monsters. Anyone who thinks customers will come calling is out of their mind. Yo, you're the best!
Yo.
You know, I just knew I could count on you.
So, you gonna help, or...
Me?
You can sniff out trouble.
I suppose that does make me the most suitable candidate.
Oh, pro tip. If you ever get the chance, you ought to swing by the hill, too. You might even catch a glimpse of the Great Condor if you're lucky. If you're into that kind of stuff.
Zia is not into condors, man. She hates Fort Condor. But
Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd end up becoming best buds with Avalanche.
yeah, best buds, Toby.
The lighthouse isn't far. It's right on the cape. Be careful out there.
All right. Let's explore the crow's nest before we...
But handing out flyers and posting signs is getting old quick.
Well, better get used to it. Only senior members get to do the cool stuff, like the rallies.
I didn't sign up to carry stacks of paper around Junon.
Then you joined the wrong people. Maybe consider Avalanche.
Sorry. I keep bumping into people accidentally. I hate that. CAS. Is that what she said? What could this be like? Conspirators against Shinra? Toby is a dog name and Sam is a human one. How very specious of you, ZA. There is no such thing as a dog name or a human name. There probably is such a thing as a dog name, but you and I humans have never heard any of them because we don't know what they call themselves.
La 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 la.
Curious about this old clavier. I'm Dorian, representative of the Piano Outreach Association. It is my duty to support those who liberate music from the page and bring it to life with their performances.
Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry, Zia. It's gonna be all minigames again, isn't it? Obtain sheet music found at pianos around the world to add discourse to your repertoire. If you achieve an A rank in a performance, speak with Dorian and he will reward you for your musical prodigy.
I hope you will aid me in my humble mission to spread the joy of the piano to every corner of the world. There's no finer sound in all the world than the voice of a humble piano.
Yeah, we didn't perform very well, but...
Surrender to the music. We are vessels through become one with the piano. Would you care to share?
Alright. Same team as... Yeah, I was wondering the exact same thing. Is he blind? Because he's got both the sunglasses and the cane, doesn't he? But I'm honestly not sure. So I don't know if you've noticed, yet, but there's a lot of people in this world that wear sunglasses indoors. And like I was saying earlier with the... You know, should we do CPR on them the same way we do on us when it's not planet Earth? It's the same thing. Maybe they don't have the same eyes and it just makes sense to wear sunglasses. I don't know if you remember, but early remake, Barrett used to have sunglasses on all the time. So, you know, not sure. Not sure that Dorian is blind, but he could be, Alright, same deal as always. I'll try it once. Whatever score I you know, make. The white cane, I agree. The white cane looks very much like a blind person's cane. Hey, yo, he seems like a recurring side character, right? Like, maybe if when we clear all the piano side quests, we'll get more lore about him and figure out whether he's blind or just old and likes sunglasses. Alright, playing the piano, we select the piece we'd like to perform, and then we tilt the buttons. We can play fast. Yeah, let's do it. So I'll just read it once. Whatever the score we get, I'll move on with the rest of the side content and then do it off stream, if that's alright with you guys. Alright, let's play On Our Way at minimum speed. Alright. Which I'm so bad. I'm so bad. What am I doing? Perhaps if he took his gloves off, it'd be easier. I agree, but then again, you know our boy Cloud, like, he does not remove his gloves when he sleeps or ever. He never takes off his fucking clothes, like, so, yeah. No, and thank you for saying so, Zia, but I was really shit. But also, you know, I've always got an excuse when I'm terrible at a minigame, don't I? Well, here's my excuse for this one. You know, the songs we play are so fucking, they're my shit. I kind of know... You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you guys could tell, like, when I misplayed, like, the whole thing sort of grayed out, so I think you could tell when I was hitting the joystick wrong. It's just, I don't know, like, I want to play... I don't know how to explain it. I know the music... alright, it's like when there's a song you love in a language you're not fluent in, and you don't really understand the lyrics, and you can just sort of, like, you know, do the phonemes, like, you know what I'm saying? That was not a song in Hebrew, it was just a random example of me saying nonsense with a nonsense tone. But you know what I'm saying? I had the same thing where I was like, oh, I know what I want to play, but I can't play it. But, yeah, no, I was really terrible. And contrarily to QB earlier today, where you know, I know I can be good at QB, this shit is not my sort of minigame. Like, it's gonna be hard for me to get perfect score on all of these, but I will spare you all the pain and do it off stream, so that's alright. The really interesting thing, I don't know, it's the really interesting thing, but what this made me think of, that's also the thing, is that I'm doing this minigame and I'm thinking, oh, what would my brother think? Do you know what my brother would say, ZA, looking at this minigame? He'd be like, why would you spend hours in a video game playing fake piano to play Final Fantasy songs when you could just learn how to play them on a real piano? This is what he would say. And some people, like you maybe, might you know, argue that he's right.
These people need to get off their soapboxes.
Which people? You mean the CA... What was the name? CAS? I feel like Can I climb? No. Okay. Never mind then. Alright, Crow's Nest. Let's explore the Crow's Nest. There's a card player here, but I'm not gonna play it on stream. Shit, it's actually huge. It's almost as big as under Junon. Who's playing?
I'm a rambling, gambling fella. If you want to hear my tale, I'll tell you.
Yes, he would. Yeah. I always remember. I'm sure this is one of those stories. Well, ZA, you've heard it 1,000 times, I'm sure, and it's the sort of story that I'll tell 1,000 times on stream. But I love that story. There was this one time when I was playing The Sims. The Sims 2.
So I packed it up and I said goodbye. Sorry, old man, but you'll never understand.
Niall. Nice. Not Neil. But yeah, Neil too. So I was playing The Sims 2 and my brother walks in. I'm in my room. I was a teenager, like, I don't know, I was 15, 16 maybe. And I was like playing, I was making my Sims play chess to increase their logic level. And my brother just like watched over my shoulder for a while, and he was like, "Oh, you're playing The Sims?" I thought that was our sister's game. I was like, "No, it's actually really fun, so I play it too," you know. And you know, he watches me play for like 5 minutes, and he's like, "So, if I understand this correctly, you're just teaching your like imaginary characters to play chess?" I'm like, "Yes, that's what I'm doing." And he's like, "You've been doing this for a while." I'm like, "Yeah, maybe half an hour." And he's like, "You could have just learned how to play chess for half an hour." And you know, it was, and again, like, my brother is not, you know, the kind of like anti-video game person. Again, he's the one who introduced me to Final Fantasy and all. He loves video games, but he was just like, "That's not a video game, this is just wasting time, bro. What are you doing?"
Our republic's capital, Junon, was built
History.
on top of giant ships that floated just offshore. But many years later, Shinra started a war that Shinra ended up winning. And then they sank our beautiful floating city. Shinra then built a giant underwater reactor. But the reactor's Mako started killing the creatures of the sea. The Mako hurts creatures on land too. And if we don't act fast, it'll even start hurting us. That's why we have to work together to stop Shinra. So never forget, children, that the ocean is counting on you. Okay!
Okay!
What do we always say?
Fuck Shinra!
No tears until our waters are crystal clear. No tears!
Until our waters are crystal clear!
No tears until our waters are crystal clear.
No tears until our waters are crystal clear! Crow's Nest, woo! Now that's a teacher, not like that piece of shit fucking propaganda agent from the Yuffie DLC.
You're new to the nest?
Yes. How could you tell? But interesting though.
The best way to get work was through the notice board, but
There isn't a single job here we can handle. I'm just so out of shape since moving to the nest.
When have you ever been in shape?
Dreaming of blue skies. Our beloved Condor has not graced the sky above Junon in quite some time. We worry for her welfare and wish to hire someone to prepare a culinary feast that she will find too tempting to resist. Those willing to provide assistance are invited to join us on Condor Hill. Of course we'll take that job. This is making me want to... A lot of notices on the notice board. Yes, and have you noticed, yay, how like there's all that shit, and when I actually look at it, I only get 2. Again, obvious, you know, Watsonian and Dorian explanations, but I like, my headcanon is that Cloud is like, you know, oh fuck all that noise, he only looks at the shit that sounds vaguely interesting to him, and that's the only one we as the player can see. Shit, there's a lot of headcanon going on.
Look at our ocean. Look at it. What do you see? I'll tell you what you see. The green taint of Shinra's poison.
Preach.
This poison has ruined our seas, destroyed
their beauty, left them as barren as Corel's desert. And is Shinra gonna answer for this crime? No, not unless we make them. Not unless we hold them to account. Exactly.
You said it!
We're here for one reason and one reason only. To rid our waters of everything Shinra. So we pound the pavement, get the word out, make the people mad as we are.
Yes!
We know how Shinra operates. Our anger alone won't be enough to drive them out. And while I know that this is painful for us to admit, damn straight!
All right!
We crows lack the strength to topple their might. So we have to galvanize the people, collect more signatures, post more flyers. If we want to restore Junon's waters to their brilliant blue, then we cannot rest for even a moment. We can win this fight if we stand tall and stand together. Who's with me?
I am! No tears until our waters are clear! I love it. Alright, ZA, see what we were talking about earlier about but all this side content, how can we enjoy the story? This is part of the story, in it. This is world building. It's just, it feels so much, you know, like, let's say, I really hope this is how it goes in Rebirth. Let's say, when we move on with the main story, we actually manage to kill Rufus Shinra, right? Just assassinate the motherfucker. It'll feel so much stronger, like so much more of an achievement after we've been here to the Crow's Nest, which I feel like we could have completely missed if we just played the main story. You know what I'm saying? It's the same with the characters and their relationship. This budding friendship between Cloud and Barrett, the fact that Cloud's opening up more and more, the obvious interest that Barrett has for his mates. I know I'm supposed to hit that, but first, we haven't exploded over the Crow's Nest. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's character interaction, it's building up on the relationship between them and shit. We get that through side content. We get more lore, we get more world building, we get more character progression, evolution. The relationship between the main cast is so well done, and this is just the beginning of this here game. But you know what I'm saying is that I feel like it's worth it. But I agree that it's not the same experience as you would get just rushing through the main story. But this is what we're gonna do here. And I think it's worth it, honestly. I just need to remember where the main story is at. And for what it's worth, I feel like they've been oh, Chad, fuck you. I feel like they've been really good at it. Like sometimes in 14, here's a reproach I can make to a CBU free game. Sometimes in 14 it feels really weird. It's different than MMO and shit, but you know, sometimes there's like this massive threat hanging on the world, and then you're all like, your character just like walks out of the room and then goes deliver fucking bread to people, which, yeah, they're good, but this makes no sense. Like, the world is ending, we're supposed to be focusing on that right now. I feel like here there's always sort of an excuse, right, for when we're doing side content, so that it makes sense in world. You know, my whole thing about is the time that happens on screen the same time that they experience in their world. You know what I'm saying? It's not absurd that we'd be doing a quick, like, thing for Rhonda before we head upstairs to head Yuffie with her thing, right? Right? I don't know.
Cloud, have you heard of Golden Plumes?
Right, it helps build the story. I like the dialogues and shit, but it doesn't need so much god games. Yes, I get it. So yeah, you hate minigames. I love minigames. And for what it's worth, just like, when 16 came out, this is a big reproach amongst all the shade that people like to throw at this game. I love 16, but one of the things was like, one of the thing that characterizes Final Fantasies, at least that has been, you know, a staple in recent, in the main series titles for a few numbers, those that the mainstream likes anyway, are minigames. And 16 was extremely, there were essentially no minigames in there. And, you know, a lot of people went all up in arms like, it's not a Final Fantasy, where are my minigames? When can I breed chocobos? And, you know, it's one company, it's two different groups of people, but working within the same company. And again, I'm not saying they'd been working on Rebirth for much longer, you know, like the what do you call it, critical reception of 16 actually happened fairly late into Rebirth's development, but still, they went full on with the minigames. OG7 was very much like that too. It's part of the franchise. It's part of the franchise. I like it. But again, I very much understand your stance that, you know, it feels weird to play cards when the world is at stake. There's all those political and great characters and stuff, and you want to hear dialogue, you want to see shit, not card games. I understand your point, but I think I like it.
A variety of chocobo feather noted for their especially unique luster and are used for both ornamental and medicinal purposes. You should pick up any you find, as certain shops might be willing to trade them for goods.
Okay. Gee, thanks, Chad. That was actually surprising me.
I hope you won't mind my mentioning.
Alright, there he is.
I've observed that World Intel collection is stalled of late. I'm certain, however, a veteran mercenary like you would never abandon a task. I know you must be busy, but I'd appreciate your help.
Yeah, fuck you, Chadley. He's the fucking worst. He's so fucking passive-aggressive. Hate this fucking kid. Can't wait till you come out and become my full-time, and maybe you'll be less fucking stuck up, Chad. I'm sorry, I should not bring his gender identity into all this, but he is extremely, like, condescending, isn't he? I liked him a lot more in Remake, when it was just my theory that he was a robot, before it was all confirmed, and now he can... I don't know. It was also unclear how exactly he meant to fuck Shinra up, so now we know that he's for real. Anyway, Chadley and I, complicated relationship. Treasure chest. I also feel, yeah, you know, like we've had this conversation about series versus movies, and how there is, you know, like, you can get character development in a TV series. If you have 10 hours a season and you're planning to do a few of them, you obviously can go deeper into your characters than you can if you... Nah, my people, can I just sit here and enjoy some of whatever you're having? Right, so in a movie, you need to pack in like 2 hours everything you want to say, right? Like your character development, your story, your lore, your world building, all the whole. I realize.
Hello there, everyone. I'm Michaela.
Hi, Michaela.
Crows against Shinra. I want to tell you how we can achieve world peace through Queen's Blood. If you could spare just a minute.
I can actually play Queen's Blood against Michaela, ZA, but I won't, for your sake. But you know, see, she's got a point. It's also important. There's this whole thing about, you know, well, it used to be sports, but now esports is also sort of a thing where, like, it can be a political statement, right? It can mean a lot when the Ukrainian team beats the Russian team in whatever, either sports or esports or thing. It is a tool of fighting too. Alright, even I don't really... That does not make it good content for me to stream. I think I've actually kind of seen mostly everything, haven't I? Alright, shall we go do the rest of the content then? What was I rambling about just before? Yes, series versus movies, and how it's a different exercise. If you are doing a TV series, then you can afford to take the time to, you know, like, let's say you write dialogue. In a movie, you know, you need to be to the point and shit, right? Because you can't afford to waste time, because in 3 hours you need to tell the whole... Oh my god. Shit, that was deep lore on Dylan and Claire, and I missed it. Aww. Shit, I only like heard / read part of it, but it was essentially, she was all like, yo, Clara met Dylan here and they're so cute together. I want somebody like that in my life. She was all like, what about Toby? No, fuck Toby, he's too much of a flirt. What about me then? And she was like, huh? I love it. This is so wholesome and cute. And also, we get lore on Toby and Claire, which, Dylan and Claire. They met here. So again, Rhonda does not know about Claire and the baby.
Where's the best spot to put up a poster, you think?
Is that where the blind maybe person is? Yeah. Alright. Sorry all, I have explored the crow's nest to my satisfaction. We can go play the game now. Yeah, so I'm rambling again, I'm sorry. My point is that you don't write your characters, you don't write your dialogue, and you don't plan your scenes the same way if you're writing a movie or if you're writing a TV series. Because if you're writing a TV series, you can afford to spend that much more time on useless dialogue. It's not useless, it's just that it does not move the main story forward, right? It's purely character... I feel like character building is not the right word. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's making your characters, it's like growing them like they were fucking plants. You know what I'm saying? Like, character improvement, whatever. Which you don't get as much time to do in a movie. But things like... This is very obvious shit that I'm saying, I realize it, but things like a character dying on screen has a lot more impact if A, that character is familiar to you, like you really understand them, you kind of know, you know things about them, and also, maybe even more so, if the other characters that will survive the character you're choosing to kill off are around afterwards. If you don't know anything about their relationship, then it's kind of whatever, right? But if there's this whole thing that's been built up through dialogue that does not move the main story forward, it's all the better. Anyway, I feel like video games are I should not talk about video games in general, but at least RPGs, it's a great way to kind of like get the best of both worlds. You know, you write a main story, there's a way to finish the game, you can do it real quick, and then you write all this, and when I say write, it, you know, all the stages of, you also need to character plan and level design, all that shit, you know. You make areas, it takes a lot of work from a lot of different people, not just writers. But then you get this much wide world that helps everything feel more real. And then everything in the main story be more impactful. And the nice thing, I feel, with RPGs, as a form of video game, is that you get to choose. You, the player, choose whether you want to, you know, do you want to watch the... No, Cloud, no, what did you just do, man? No! Oh, fuck me, I'm sorry, y'all. You know, do you want the full experience, or do you just want to watch the movie? And, you know, again, circling back to how we started all this, what I'm gonna do with Rebirth is the full experience. It's the series version. We're gonna do everything. I'm sorry. I realize that means the main plot will be moving super slow, but I feel like it's worth it, and it's what I want to do. And like Rishan would say, I should stream what I want to stream, you know, before thinking about what you guys want to watch and shit. Which, well, it makes him sound like a dick. That was not his point. His point was like, you know, you'll be a better streamer if you stream what you feel like streaming, if you do it the way you feel like doing it, rather than, you know, trying to, whatever, produce something. Do it for fun, which is my whole thing. I'm doing this for fun. Anyway, enough with the fucking prologue. My justifying playing mini games. This place, Fort Condor. What time is it? Alright, we've got half an hour left. I really like it because it also raises a lot of questions, doesn't it? So it's like a little place that was built by people that are against the system, by activists. Even more than activists, like they are what we call in France résistants. They're how do you call that? You know, they're like people in a fucked up world actively fighting against the fucked up system. And if everything goes right, the history will remember them as the only folks that went against the whole thing, right? Like all those people in Western Europe that fought against Nazism when it was the main thing. I'll stop for a minute and we'll listen to what he has to say.
Oh, care to join us, young lady? We've got a lovely breeze blowing today.
You certainly do. So, what are you all looking at?
We're on the lookout for the Great Condor. We try to catch sight of it every time it takes flight. Make sure it's in good health and all that. It's not really a danger to people, but its hunger can drive it to hunt larger prey. Let's just hope it never develops a taste for us. Surely you've seen our newsletter, haven't you? It's filled with fun facts about our beloved bird. I'm quite proud of it.
Sir, I don't think the Condor is going to show today. Maybe we should head back.
No, let's wait a little longer, man. That bird's got me a bit worried. Haven't seen it in a fair while now.
I wonder if we should have given it something to eat after all.
Perhaps. I put a post up on the notice board asking for help, but,
Well, if you're still looking for volunteers, we'd be more than happy to help.
well, far be it from me to turn down such an offer. It's a grand old bird. Makes its nest on a small island just a stone's throw from here. Even saved my life back when I was a lad, if you can believe it. The condor was looking out for me that day, so I thought I should start looking out for it. Keep tabs on its well-being and whatnot.
I don't know, yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing. So it looks like you were censored, which... Sorry, let me put my face back on for a minute. Twitch... No, and I know where you're going with that too. Hey, Loom Loom! Loom Loom, I've made some progress on the special stream that you're waiting for, the house thing. I'm sure you know about this, but you know there's this website where you can simulate building your house in 14 and shit. So now I can do my homework before streaming the moment when I will actually build my home. It will happen very soon, my friend. I know I've been saying this since the beginning, but we are closer than we've ever been before, and it will be done before the deadline, I promise you. Or your money back, but it won't come to that. ZA, don't worry. In very few time, an AI will be able to play for, say, censored word. Won't have to choose between rushing the story and doing it the right way. Yeah, Loom Loom, actually, if you don't mind, bro, what I was thinking, I hate doing that to my friends, but this is one stream where I'd really like you to be there, so I'm gonna check with you, you know, and like pick a time where you're here. Hopefully it won't take too long, but you know, but yes, I will be in touch with you about this. I will not furnish my house without you being there. What was the words yay that got censored? Because you know, usually when Twitch, like the automod does that, normally I should be able to like switch things around and show it, but no, I can't. I feel like your word was free. I can get an AI to play for free, so I won't have to choose. Or shit. I don't think shit would have been censored anyway. You know, the fun thing, if you think about it, that's kind of what watching a streamer play is, isn't it? Well, obviously I'm not an AI, I'm an actual human being, or am I? But, it's, you know, watch somebody else play it. And the truth is that, you know, you could watch some other Rebirth players, there's plenty out here, God knows, a lot are much better streamers than I am, and they, like, focus on the story and shit. And anyway, let's not get into the whole AI debate when we've got 23 minutes to go, but yeah, this is very much, to me, this is the heart of it, is that if an AI does what I'm doing better, fuck it, you know, I'll stop streaming. We'll play for you, and then you won't have to choose between rushing the story. That's what was censored? That is so weird! So very weird. Also, it's like extra censored. Even as a moderator, I can't uncensor it. I don't know. I still need to figure some stuff out on Twitch. But you know, you're right. And again, we don't need AI, because I could watch streamers do it the way I do it, or I could watch streamers do it the way people that focus on the story do it. And shit, I'm doing it online. I'll try to be quick, but this whole like AI debate, like, oh, if now that we do generative shit with AI, does that mean that artists will go out of work, and this is a whole worry and shit? You know what? We'll talk about it on stream again, because I don't want you guys to think that I have shitty views on the whole topic. I'm just saying that in this example specifically, if what people enjoy when they watch a streamer play a video game is a certain way of playing the video game plus a certain, you know, commentary and presence, and we can simulate that through AI, then I'm sorry, but yeah, no, I should not be doing it. And that's totally alright, because the only fucking reason an AI could do it better than I do right now is because people have done it. I'm new, but people have been doing this shit for years, right? Some of them are great, some of them are not as good, some of them were to some people's taste, and some of them were to other people's taste, and generative AI just aggregates all that, learns all that, and then produces new stuff that is the exact same shit. So we absolutely will get, you know, AI streamers very soon. That's fine. I'm planning to build his money without. I'm planning to build a house with his money and without an AI. I never said. The terms of the contract between Lum Lum and me never said I did not get to use an AI. All right, so don't don't make promises on my behalf, ZA. I'm kidding. I don't plan on using an AI, or do I? Anyway, my point is just. It's all fair. There's a difference between pushing the boundary and just doing what's already been done. I personally has a, you know, like what I have no pretension. I don't think I'm gonna push any boundaries, and that's all right as long as this is the model that we all agree to, right? You come watch a human being play video games in a certain way. Hopefully you get some fun out of it. If not, you don't have to come back. You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of fun out of it. It's like a social contract. If an AI can automatically give you my side of the social contract better than I can, why should I keep on doing this, right? And like we were saying earlier, ZA, but again, we'll talk about this more later at some point, but I can keep on doing it for fun, which is what I've been doing. But let's say I've been making money out of these, and suddenly nobody was watching my streams anymore because an AI was more of an FF nerd and everything in the feminist or whatever the fuck you would describe me as a streamer. You know what? That would be fair. Like I could keep on doing it with you. What I've been doing, mostly with my friends and family and people that, you know, like, I could keep on doing it as a hobby. But there's no fucking way I should keep on making money out of it if we can automatize it. Because again, fundamentally people, and this is the main fucking point here in my rambling, the whole notion that you should work to earn a living, to earn basic, you know, your right to live with dignity in society is fallacious. And it is so ingrained in our fucking brains that it's really hard for us Westerners to kind of like remove that axiom and then try and have, you know, try and reason without this axiom. But if you do, it changes everything. There is nothing worrying about AI anymore if there is no need for artists to make money out of their art. If everybody could live, if everybody could have access to the basic fucking needs of the human people without needing to work in the sense that you know, this capitalistic Western society understands it, then there would be no problem. Again, you do art because you feel things and you want to express them in some way or other. Keep on doing that, man. This is the most beautiful thing that human beings do. Just don't expect money out of it, because yeah, you can, you know, if you're thinking in a productivist mindset and you need art for whatever you're doing, it'll always be better to pay a fucking AI than to pay a human being to do it for you, that's for sure. What I'm saying is that let's stop paying each other to do things we love. Let's do things we love all the time. And then, I understand why we reach this point of, oh, you know, for society to work, we need human beings to work. I'm just saying that things have changed. And we will still need to put in human hours to do things so that society keeps on running. And something tells me they won't be pleasant tasks. They won't be streaming on the internet. They won't be making art. They won't be making crafts. They will be actual annoying things that we need to do. And then, what do? Well, we just take the whole human population that has equal access to resources and stuff so that most of their times can be spent, you know, like with loved ones or doing what they love, whether it is art or streaming or whatever the fuck you want. Drugs, light drugs, anything. Just, you know, like, yo, 2 months a year, you're gonna need to come and do this thing so that society can keep on running. We all do it. We all do the same fucking time. It all works out in the end. And then we don't need to freak out about AI, because again, AI, yes, AI can make incredible fucking videos now. It's scary for video makers. But folks, people, you got into that business because it's a passion, right? Because you feel it within you, because you're an artist and there's stuff and you want to make this stuff that's in your brain or your soul or whatever you want, your consciousness, you want to, like, you know, make it come out in video forms that people can watch your videos and enjoy them. Well, now you get to do that without the pressure of money. I should reread The Expanse, because on Earth people can live with basic, which means they don't have to work to eat and get somewhere to sleep, but most of the population chooses to work and have something interesting to do. Yeah, this is something that totally sorry. They totally cut off of the TV series, I feel like. But sorry, quick, like, ZA is reading The Expanse right now. I haven't actually read the books, but I did read the novellas that are like in between the main books mostly. So I did have access to this thing where like living on basic, from what I understand from the novellas, is, you know, it's a very negative thing. It's frowned upon. People look down on people who live on basic. This is extremely interesting, and I don't. Well, you know, like you say, yeah, I'm gonna read The Expanse, and we'll talk about this again through that lens. But it's still, you know, the point of view of two people that are talking about one specific way things could go. I don't think it has to be this way. I do not think it has to be this way. I think we're being really fucking stupid about it. There are people that have been preaching universal basic income for a very long time, and, you know, politicians. It's like Bernie Sanders in the US, Benoît Hamon in France. I don't know about Italy, but I'm sure there are some people talking about it. There's been some actual trials. I do believe it was in Finland, but I might be wrong. In a Scandinavian country, anyway, like middle-sized trial of UBI, it worked absolutely wonders. And, you know, society didn't collapse because, hey, we don't actually need all that human labor nowadays. We are very far from the game. Yes, we are, but do not be sorry. This is also, again, if I just wanted to play 7 Rebirth and do all the mini games I wanted, I'd play it without streaming. Yeah, this is what I fucking love. This is, do not be sorry. I love this. Yeah, UBI works. Some, you know, what do you call them? I don't want to say scientists, but academia people have been talking about it for decades. It's not a new idea, but things have changed in the way we produce things. AI is another one of these. It's all... Fuck, man, like, God knows I fucking love Final Fantasy, but this is worth talking about. This is worth stopping for a minute, because this is fucking... To me, this is one of the main roots of the, you know, bad fucking tree that is the center of the Western World's garden. And if we can fucking rip that off, if we can just remove this fucking weed that just kills everything we try to plant, then other things will follow. It is at the heart of everything, and yeah, I really sincerely, it is my deepest belief that, not my deepest, it's one of my deepest beliefs that the Western world needs to rethink the way we consider work, labor, as a, you know, thing. Because we're all basing ourselves on stuff that was... And, you know, this goes even beyond the political spectrum, right? Like, old school communism was very much, you know, labor first and all that shit. Things have changed. Things have changed. Listen to some young communists. Don't immediately go, what's wrong with you? Stalin was terrible! Because it's fucking ridiculous. Listen to what they're saying. And they're saying, we need to work less. We obviously do. Human activity is bad. Any human activity produces CO2. This is going to kill everyone midterm. Let's all stop working so goddamn much. Let's spread the resources more. And this is where I feel like, you know, I'm in disagreement with many people in my, what do you call it? That are politically in the same spot on the spectrum as I am. Yeah, let's use the fucking tools that this fucked up society has given us. Industry should have been a way to free the workers, and the way things have worked out is that it was the opposite. Poor people got poorer and rich people got richer, and it was just even more, you know, like separating the extremes in terms of access to resources, and just general happiness and health. But if we did things right back then, that's not how it would have gone. If we just used machines to replace human beings that used to do shit jobs, and freed up all this time, and then spread what little work remained between all the human beings, and spread all the resources produced by industrialization between all the human beings, we would have done fucking great. We're at another one of these turning points, and AI could do the same. Now, you're very passionate and I admire that, but I think you are an idealist. I know, ZA, then, you know, thank you. Perfect transition is that's where I was getting at, is that I realize I'm saying all this. Don't get me wrong, I'm not optimistic. It's gonna be shit, and well, it already is. Like, the power that AI is giving, that should be given to the people, to the working people, so that they don't need to work so goddamn much, so that they can do art and streams and shit. Who cares if AI does it better than them? They'll do it for fun, passion, and love. But that's not how it's gonna go down, right? Because it's just not how we do shit in the Western world. The elite is going to become even more of an elite, get even more power and wealth, and amass even more of the resources, while the working class will get thrown out of their jobs because they'll be replaced by AI. And then you'll have the elite, or the politicians, the fucking mainstream media telling them, yo, we need to get everybody, you know, how come there's so much unemployment in France? Because we have robots and AI, asshole. And, you know, like, think about it. We don't need to put everybody in a white shirt in a fucking tower in a big city so that they can make some rich people even richer. This is the opposite of what's supposed to be happening. But yeah, you're right. I'm an idealist. I realize it. I'm way too optimistic. I'm actually not. You know, I'm saying all this out of passion. I don't believe for a second that we're gonna do things right. It's gonna go just as wrong or even worse than it did with industrialization, and in the end, it'll be shit. Long story short. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people are freaking out about generative AI. It's good. It's a big thing. It's going to change things, and it's good that people are talking about it. I just wish we were talking about it in the right way. I feel like we're talking about the tip of the iceberg when the real fucking question is not AI. It's labor. It's our conception of work. It's what we think as a society somebody needs to do so that they deserve the right to just partake in the ridiculous abundance of happiness that our society can provide. What time is it? It is 22. I'm gonna shut up about labor and AI and see what this Colin! His name is Colin! Which is pretty funny for a fisherman, isn't it? He's not a fisherman, he's a bird person. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. Also, I'm not even sure. Colin is a fish in French. That was my whole joke. I don't know how he translated into English, but I don't think my joke works. Anyway, what's up with him? What do you feed your condor?
It's a proud creature, a hunter at heart. We've tried to feed it before, but it seems to prefer catching its own prey. If something smelled enticing enough, though, it might be moved to come and take a closer look, I suspect.
That's something we can help with, Colin.
Back during the war, I was running from some Shinra troopers when one of them got me in the back. I fell to the ground. I thought I was done for, until that bird snatched me up and flew me to the next town.
Whoa.
I sometimes wonder if it mistook me for its supper. I never managed to regain the use of my legs, unfortunately. But I feel my spirits soar when I watch that condor fly. I may be stuck here, but at least they're still free.
This is such a beautiful story, Colin.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
One of the condor's favorite hunting spots is in the woods nearby. You'll need a chocobo that can manage the climb to get there. It's pretty tough.
I got Belle, bro. She can climb anything.
I can't help but feel disappointed when I don't see it for a time, and a little worried. You'll find something tasty for it, won't you?
Yes, I will, Colin.
I can't help but feel disappointed when I don't see it for a time.
I just love it.
A little worried.
What is that? Is that a tomb? Alright, we have visited everything. Where is it? Is this a quest? The whole Colin thing? No. Yes. Alright. Well, I guess we just have to go and explore the rest of it. I'm gonna cheat and... Oh no, that's right. There was the thing there that I didn't punch. I've got 7 minutes left. I went into such a long fucking tangent there that I honestly kinda wanna... Actually, you know what? Y'all, if you're okay with that, let's call it on Rebirth. But don't go just yet. Right. I kind of went on my... It was kind of funny. Like, we got into the crow's nest, and some folks were all like, yo, they need to get off their soapboxes. And there's this whole vibe about the crow's nest that is... I feel, anyway, my reading of it, with my personal bias, is that I feel like it's very much a, you know, it's a town of fighters, of activists that are also not quite ready to fight just yet. You know that lady in the side dialogue that was all like, you know, like her friend was saying, what are we doing? We're just, you know, printing flyers and handing them out. That's not what I signed up for. And she was like, this is what this place is. You want more? Go join Avalanche. And I find it really interesting. And also they relate the whole thing with Dylan and Claire and their unborn baby. Dylan hates Shinra. He moved there. Still unclear what happened between him and his mom. I hope we'll figure it out. Then he met Claire, and they're having a baby together. But the interesting thing is that they met there, of all places. Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? They were not high school sweethearts, and she accidentally became pregnant. Not to say that this cannot be beautiful in its own way if the man owns up to it or whatever. But I'm saying in their specific case, they both shared that ideology, right? They chose to go live in that weird community of activists. And I think there's beauty in that. Their baby already is, you know, was conceived out of a strong feeling about society and how things should work. Which brings me to the little school sequence that we had there, where the teacher was telling them, you know, not one tear until waters are clear. Was that the slogan? I don't know, but it was obviously very partisan. And then back in the Yuffie DLC, we had the exact opposite, right? We had a Shinra mouthpiece. Sorry, it's hard for me to say. Mouthpiece, just feeding children fucking propaganda, pro-Shinra propaganda. I was extremely mad at that. I was very happy with this one, and some, you know, like a point. There's a case to be made, right? That it's sort of the same thing. And I personally lean more towards the good guys than the bad guys. I'm totally okay with what this teacher did, but I think that the teacher in the slums was a piece of shit. But it's just my personal bias. And well, this is a whole thing. It's there's been a lot of talk about that in France lately, about media and how some media are obviously somewhere on the political spectrum and whether that's okay or not. Again, I obviously have my bias, and I obviously watch mostly media from my side of the spectrum, so that's not the rabbit hole I want to get into before we call it a night. What I want to get into is the whole, you know, more than that. Like, if we zoom out a bit, the Crow's Nest, Rebirth's Crow's Nest, not 15's Crow's Nest. You know, it's a bunch of people with the same deep ideology, right? That decide to band together, like, sort of fucking make it out on their own outside of the main civilization that is necessarily tainted by Shinra. And they make it work, you know. And they are people. They're not soldiers. They're not guerrilla, right? They're not Avalanche. They are actual people who built a village. It's fair to say, right? It's a living place with a school and stuff and everything. But there are children involved, and you know, you could ask the question, like, how is that not a cult then? If you're born in the Crow's Nest and you go to school where they teach you that Shinra is evil and you need to fight it, the most noble thing you could do is fight it. Even if we give you all the love and you know, like, positivity and everything elsewise, because they also sort of look like hippies to me. I'm not saying that just because they obviously like drugs, but you know, it seems like a happy. Again, it's one of the words I miss the most when speaking in English, but bienveillance in French, like well-meaning, I think is the most literal translation, but it doesn't really translate the way I want it to. But anyway, it's a nice place with nice people who have their heart in the right place. But they're still teaching, you know, they're still feeding their kids propaganda. Again, probably won't happen, but if I ever had kids of my own, no, it doesn't have to be my kids, that's not my point, not biologically, but if I ever was to raise a child myself, I think this would be a big part of the thing, is that I would try and teach them to think for themselves and make their own decisions. You know, it goes back to what Barrett and Cloud were talking about. Let them fly as early as possible, I think, is what you need to do as a good parent. But also, I cannot help but give them the propaganda, right? Because I think my heart's in the right place. I want them to have the heart in the right place. I would fucking hate it if my kid grew up to be, a fucking extreme right-wing politician. That would be the fucking worst. I would absolutely kick them out of my house. This is all hypothetical. It's really easy for a person who's not a parent to say, and I don't mean any offense to parents. But you know what I'm saying is that I feel like this place is beautiful, the Crow's Nest. If I were living in the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth universe, well, who the fuck knows where I'd be and shit, but you know what I'm saying, like, if I were born in under Junon and I heard about the Crow's Nest when I was like 17, I think I would have moved out there and like fucking lived it out there, done the thing, printed the flyers, tried to do my thing, probably been one of those people that lamented that we were not more aggressive in our changing the world, but then maybe I'd have had a kid or, you know, adopted or whatever, and then I would have sent him to school and been like, you know, I helped write the curriculum for that school. I help put the propaganda in it, but know that it is you know, person that is sort of my responsibility for listening to it. I would very much be like, is that okay, actually? Like, anyway, it's a big question. It's a very grey area in my mind, honestly, and I've been thinking about it a lot, as you can probably tell. But yeah, I find it. Back to Morgan, you know, Final Fantasy fangirl. I think this is beautifully written. All the side dialogue since we got to Crow's Nest was so spot on. This little, like, school scene, it's beautiful. It's a grey area, and it's really interesting that they're exploring this in a video game. Alright, you beautiful people, it is past. Thank you so much for being here tonight. This is Morgan Zaynon. I will see you next Tuesday, but we'll be different. We'll be playing Final Fantasy XIV. Be advised, viewers' discretion is advised. We'll see how it goes. It'll be fun, whatever it is. I had a bunch of fun tonight. I love that sequence. I hope you all did too. This is me signing off. Be kind to each other, eat less animals, and play more Final Fantasy. I love you all. Good night.